start again with my microphone on this time. Right, good evening, everybody, and welcome to another stunning episode of The Woody Show. Tonight I've got a very special guest. I'd like you to welcome my very special guest, Nicola Sturgeon, leader of the Scottish Independence Party. Nicola?
Och, I the new.
Sorry, Micky, I mean, it had to be done, didn't it?
I want to fuck your English bassa.
Yeah, you were going to be Bungle. You realised that was a narrow escape. You were going to be Bungle.
Well, that would have been even better.
Yeah. I see Tracy's at the side there. I'll tell you, Tracy, right? Do you remember the children's television programme Playhouse? Where they had a round window and a square window and a little house. Well, what I was going to do is, for the background, I was going to have the Playhouse with the three windows, and I was to have one of us in each window. And obviously I was going to be Jeffrey. Micky was going to be Bungle, but it didn't look right calling you Zippy. So I decided against that. Thank you very much, Naomi. Thank you very much. I'm wearing black. I'm still in mourning. I've actually put a Union Jack background up. Not a Union Jack, a Union flag background up. Or I'll have the pedants chasing me for that, won't I, Micky?
Yeah, you bloody well will, mate. It's a Union flag. A Jack is the staff that put it up.
Yeah, so I've got the Union flag behind me, but I've coloured it purple because it was only this morning I found out that purple is the official mourning colour of Her Majesty the Queen. So I quickly changed the red in the Union flag there to purple. So I thought that would be, and I've worn a black shirt again. And Micky said he's done his bit. He's got a black collar.
Hang on, I've got black boxers on,
and he's got black dirt under his fingernails.
Yeah.
So there we go. Yeah. So we're still in mourning. I'm drinking black tea.
Oh well, there you go then. My cup empty. My cup is empty.
There you go, Micky. Look, Naomi's got a nice question for you, though.
What's it like in the UK? What do you mean?
Wet.
Yeah, it is wet, very wet. You mean in the way after the Queen has died, it's pretty, well, to be fair, I think it's pretty mixed. The majority of people are in mourning or saddened by the whole thing, but you have got a certain load of pedants who, well, I've seen a lot of it on Facebook and on Twitter. On Twitter is an actual, toxic
cesspit.
Yeah, it is toxic cesspit, exactly that. But here in the UK, I think King Charles, I nearly said Prince Charles, King Charles actually made his first speech this evening, which I found quite moving, to be honest with you. Talking about his mother and what she'd done, not just for this country, but for the entire world. So yeah, it's a bit sad at the minute. But hopefully, when they lay her to rest next week, things will calm down and we can move on. What did I think about it? I think it came as a bit of a shock. Although, I mean, she was 96, so it was to be expected at some stage. But yeah, it came so quickly. There was no sort of illness or long term. It was on Tuesday. She welcomed in the new Prime Minister, and she looked quite well. And then by Thursday afternoon, there she was gone. So it was a bit sudden. So it came as a bit of a shock, yeah.
I think when you say what's it like in the UK, I mean I'm seeing signs of respect. I mean all of the flags that fly the Union flag, all of the official buildings that fly the Union flag, they're all at half mast. The only flag that won't be at half mast is the Royal Standard, and the Royal Standard only flies above the building that King Charles is resident in, and that won't be at half mast. So all of the official buildings, town halls, civic offices, Buckingham Palace, all of the royal palaces, all the flags are at half mast. Out on the street, there's
There
no
is a
real
caveat
change.
to that, though, Steve. I think it's tomorrow that he's pronounced king, and then on Sunday for 24 hours, the flags will fly at full mast to proclaim him
Yes,
as king, and then they go
yep.
back to half mast until after she's buried. I think
Yes, that's
that's what.
right. That's right. Yeah, tomorrow at 10 o'clock, he's actually pronounced king
Yeah,
by the Privy Council. So
and I
then they
think
stay
from
up
one
at that
o'clock
half mast.
tomorrow they go to full mast
Yeah.
again for
Oh.
24 hours, and then they return to half mast until after.
No, you're absolutely right.
I've been reading up, you see.
I know. I didn't think you could.
It,
You're banging you're making so much noise with your microphone, Micky. I'm getting so. Can you
I'm
not do
touching
something
it.
with?
I'm not touching it.
Right? Can you not do something? Okay, show me your hands. Well, in that case, I know what you're touching it with, you filthy bastard.
If you think it could reach the bloody microphone.
You're making so much noise with that microphone. It's unbelievable. I've actually got my microphone on. I've got a wall. Right. I'll show you where my microphone is. Right. Okay. Thanks to the power. Thanks to the power of camera technology. Right. Okay. Look. Here's my Logitech 922, which is a roving camera. I'll show you my setup. Hang on. And you can all see it. So switch to the 922. Let's put the original background on so it's not removing it. There you go, look. Okay. There's my computer. There's my microphone there, actually attached to the wall behind my camera.
Yeah, well, the reason I have mine so close is that you two complain that I'm normally quiet, so
I can turn you up or down, Micky. It's not a problem. I can actually alter your volume from here.
I've got mine.
So there's my microphone. There's my camera. Look, that's the camera that I'm normally on, the Sony ZV-1. There's my mic, and there's my big key light up there. And there's my other monitor there. So I can show you with my roving microphone. So let me just change back to my other camera. There we go. I couldn't show you that the other night because I had this cable tied up. I've actually undone this cable now, so that's my roving camera. So if I ever need a rove, I can show you. But my microphone's out of the way, so I don't actually touch it. You see, you're touching it again, Micky.
Yeah, I am. I'm moving it out of the way.
All right.
In the middle of the screen.
But if you're quiet, I can turn it up. So yeah, out on the street there. No, I mean it's not any difference. I haven't seen any shops closed today. There are people like me. There are people wearing black armbands. I'm wearing a black shirt because I don't have a black armband, and I think the last time I wore a tie was when I was married the first time in 1976. I don't think I've ever worn a tie since. And I certainly don't possess a suit because I'm not a suit person. So life goes on, basically. Life goes on. Our television channels, our terrestrial television channels, are all four of them. We've got 5 terrestrial television channels. Are all showing tributes to the Queen for the last 24 hours. So I'm just watching I'm watching Sky at the moment on my little tablet. And they've just shown how the Queen had a sense of humour, which I quite enjoyed. The major problem we're all going to have in this country is the same thing I've been doing. I spent all day calling him Prince Charles, and it should be King Charles.
Yeah.
And when I go to sing National Anthem, I might have a bit of a problem there, and I forget the words because I've never known anything but a male monarch. I'm a fan on. I've never known anything but a female monarch. I enjoyed his speech today. I actually thought it was quite moving, and I noticed that he actually specially mentioned Harry and Meghan. So I'm wondering whether all these tales that have come out over the last year or so about the firm and the royal breach, I'm wondering if he's. I sort of had him down as the person responsible, but when he says some things like that in the speech, I'm wondering if it was other people that were responsible for the breach and not him. And the other thing is, I'm very, very glad. And there's a lot of. I'll come back to this in a minute. I'm personally very, very glad that he did mention his wife Camilla, and they've been married for 17 years. That's hard to believe. But I'm very glad that she's been accepted by the royal family. there's a little bit of a problem with the British public yet to accept her. I fully accept her because that was his first love and his true love, and I actually think that was. I actually think that him getting married to her is quite a romantic story, don't you, Micky?
No.
All right, okay, you don't. Why not?
No, because the romantic story is when he married Diana, but I don't think he ever really loved Diana. I thought that was just a
I
marriage
don't think he had a
convenience.
choice. I don't think he had a choice.
Because
That's the
I mean, don't
problem.
forget he had an affair with Camilla before he got married to Diana, and purely because she was married at the time is why I think that they didn't get married at that particular time. Now, if he'd married her before Diana, I don't think we'd have this problem with the British public.
No, I don't think we'd have it either.
But you know, it was yeah. Can I also say that in his speech he did make Prince William Prince of Wales.
Yes.
Therefore, he called her Catherine is now the Princess of Wales. He also made him the Duke of Cornwall and something to do with Scotland as well.
Pissed my other half off.
What? Because he made him Prince of Wales.
Yeah, it pissed my other half off. Yeah, quite seriously. There's a
we
tradition
we haven't
got
a Welsh prince, have we? That we can install over there.
Now the problem is, right, Wales, as Sean says, Wales is a nation state in its own right. It is not a principality. Yes. So therefore, there is no such thing as the Prince of Wales.
Well, no.
It's nation state.
Although the fantasy of your life, your love life, Sturgeon, did say that she thought of the Queen as the Queen of Scots.
It's well, you know, it's all difficult. It's all difficult, isn't it, Micky? It's all difficult. Difficult.
Which I thought was quite profound coming from her. She actually wrote it in a book of condolence, so it's there in black and white for everyone to see.
Okay.
So yeah.
Oh, 25 years ago when Diana died. 25 years ago when Diana died. It was a national outpouring of grief, much the same as you're seeing now.
Yes.
Basically, what you're seeing now is how it was when Diana died. Like I said, coming back to Camilla, I do think this is a love story, a good love story. That Charles has married Camilla, and I'm glad that she's been accepted, and I'm glad that she's the Queen Consort. I'm glad that that's behind them. Now, put it that way, not a love story, Micky, but I'm glad that she will be accepted as his Queen Consort.
Let me be quite blunt here. When he first married her, I was really anti, but over the years, I've come to admire her quite a bit for the fact she's kept in the background, kept her nose down, and she's done a lot of charity work. Which, but she's not in front of the camera shouting about it. And I think as Queen Consort, she'll carry on doing exactly the same as she has been doing, keeping a low profile in the background. So yeah.
That's for you people that have just joined us. I can see you just joined us. So hello. You're feeling what you like again.
I just turned it off. I'm sure you didn't want me to hear saying lovely things to my wife as she went off to bed.
Okay, no, I didn't know.
No. So I turned my mic down while I spoke to a few lovely.
I actually lip read, right, and I heard you say "fuck off, you old tramp."
She's gonna kill you when she meets you. She's absolutely gonna kill you, man. But yes.
I can lip read, so there you go. So you're 130 miles away, Micky. I can get away with that.
Oh dear.
So yeah. So I think we're also in a state of flux at the moment, aren't we?
We're limbo. We seem to be in a state of limbo, and until the funeral occurs next week.
Yeah.
We're in a frozen. Oh yeah, okay. So she's died, and we've got a new king, but nothing seems to be although it is in the background, nothing seems to be happening. All football matches this weekend have been cancelled, by the way. Premier League and English Football League matches have been cancelled for the weekend, including Monday. That was a choice that they made. It wasn't imposed on them by anything. But
can I ask you a question, Micky?
You can ask me whatever you like. Whether
yeah,
I
well, you just told me, for what I've just said there, you just told me I'm in trouble. And I've just looked in your chat, and you said, "Fuck me, you're in for a beating when she meets you." Talking to your wife, yeah. Does she bring the handcuffs or do I?
I think you should bring your. Well, she's got pink fluffy ones. If you know, if you're into that sort of thing.
What about a strap on?
No, ball gag, mate. Ball gag.
Okay, ball gag. Right. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So it's an offer I don't get very often, you know. My balls don't need gagging.
You'd beware there was a necklace if she gets hold of you.
No, we're in a state of flux because one of my friends, and I don't know whether you're watching, Tracy, one of my friends said something very profound. I hope she won't be saying she'll be the first to admit she's got some mental health issues. But she said that she's very much in a state of uncertainty because in less than 3 days we've had a new prime minister and a new king.
Yeah.
It's so she feels in a bit of state of uncertainty. And I sort of get what she means. So we are in a state of flux at the moment, and I don't think it will be resolved until after the funeral, like Micky says. And by the way, just to let you know, right, that's Micky with no fucking E.
Yeah, I'm not a mouse.
Yeah, okay.
When's the funeral? I'm not sure. Well, some people are saying it's Saturday, and some people are saying it's Sunday. It depends which paper you read. But I was fairly certain it would be next Sunday.
It sounds about right, doesn't it?
Yeah. But they're saying because it wasn't announced till 6 o'clock yesterday, they don't count that as day 0. They count today as day 0. So it could well be Monday.
It could well be Monday. It could well be Monday, Tracy. We don't know. I think we'll find out over the weekend. It's all very much.
Yeah, it's all up in the air at the moment.
I mean, I'm actually feeling a bit sorry for Charles because I've looked at what he's done. He's just lost his mother, and he's the new king, and he's had to hit the ground running.
Yeah.
He hasn't really had time to grieve apart from last night. I saw him meeting the crowds at Buckingham Palace this morning, and that's the most times that I've seen him shake people's hands. So it's.
But it's times like that really that you want some downtime on your own. I think.
Yes. Yeah.
But unfortunately, him and his family can't get that. To be honest, I find it a bit intrusive that he had to make a speech today. I mean, let's face it, his mother's been dead for less than 36 hours, and he's on TV making a statement or a speech to the nation and the world.
When he recorded that, she was dead less than 24 hours.
Well, I mean, depends what time you. Yeah. I don't know what time he made his speech today. I didn't see it till after 6.
He made it at 6, but he recorded it this afternoon.
Ah, right. Yeah. Well, so it's less than 24 hours, and to have that inner strength to be able to do that, I think is admirable.
Well, you say that, Micky. I mean, my mother died 3 years ago, and she was 84.
Mm-hmm.
And within 24 hours, I was over it and I was getting on with my life. I didn't mourn in that respect.
No.
Only for the simple reason is that I'd been expecting it.
Yeah.
You know, and she'd not been very well for about 6 months before she died, like the Queen had as well. And about 4 weeks before her death, she moved into a hospice, so he knew it was coming.
Mm-hmm.
So he knew it was coming. So I was over it within 24 hours. I didn't actually cry, and that doesn't mean that I didn't actually cry because I knew what was happening, and I had to take, you know, once we got the funeral out of the way, that was it. That was it. That was the closure I needed, and it went on. So, like Naomi says, he lost his father last year, and he's lost his mother this year. And sort of, as you get older, death becomes. I mean, I forget who said it, but they're right. You know, as I get older, I find myself being invited to more funerals than I do weddings.
Yeah, yeah.
And that's right. Just going to take a moment to mention, look, the Woody Show. These postcards you can actually win by getting channel points. You get channel points by looking in the bottom left of the chat box, and it's got viewer rewards there. And if you get enough points, you'll get one of those postcards, which I will send out to you in the post in real life. They'll all be numbered as well. Naomi, have you got enough points for your logo? You beat me. You answered the question already. So she's saving up the points for another logo. I can see I'm going to spend my entire life making logos, can't you, Micky?
Yeah. For Naomi, she'll have about 100 by the time you finish.
Yeah, well, she's...
I got plus 6.7k.
Well, I can send you a postcard if you like, Micky.
Well, I ain't got that far yet.
Oh, no, you haven't, have you? No.
I've got to get to 8k yet.
No, I'm not. I don't allow myself to collect points, so I don't get that far. Just let me go and get my beer. I won't be a second.
Tracy's so tight that she won't spend hers.
I've heard that she squeaks when she walks. Is that tight? Oh. My beer. I'm not going to do a beer de jour today because I accidentally deleted the graphic. No, I haven't. I've just seen it. I found it. So let's do a beer de jour. So today's beer de jour. There we go. Hey. I don't know what that freezes like that. Today's beer de jour is exactly the same as it was on Wednesday, which is that unpronounceable Polish beer, which is 5.8 ABV, which is stronger than a kangaroo kick. It's quite a bland beer, actually. I'm quite surprised, but it's what I had. So
BSC's got 8.3k. He's a tight git as well because he doesn't spend his.
Yeah, I heard he squeaks when he walks backwards. He's writing us a new stinger for our trailer.
Oh, right, yeah.
Yeah.
They're saving up for a Woody holiday. Oh, good God.
Good God, yeah.
Oh, dear. You think it is Green Shield stamps?
Yeah.
Do you remember them? Book a Green... No, it's not British beer. It's Polish, I believe. It is, isn't it, Steve, that you're drinking?
It's Polish beer, yeah. Sorry, I was just distracted.
You actually missed me. I actually had alcohol on stream last night. I had a drop of brandy for the Queen last night.
I had. No, it's a Polish beer, Naomi. I'm just distracted by the sun. Right? There's a Sun article that says I've got no front teeth, but I don't tell men until midway through a date. Right? I can see so many advantages to a woman not having any front teeth, can't you?
Well, I can't see how a man can't notice till halfway through a date.
She's got false ones. She takes them out.
Oh.
Well, I can see so many advantages to taking out of false teeth, can't you?
Christ, if you took them all out, that'd be even better.
Yeah. So I can't see any problem there at all.
No.
It terrifies you. It wouldn't terrify me.
Well, how does that make the paper, though? How does that make the paper? She got 2 teeth missing in the front. Yeah. Huh?
I don't know.
No. As if we haven't got enough going on. Somebody's got a frickin' get in the paper.
Naomi, when you've got no front teeth, right, eating meat is highly recommended.
Yeah, depends what sort of meat you're eating, but yes.
Yeah. Hang on. Yeah. I think we're on a different level to them tonight, Micky. I don't think they quite grasp. I don't think they quite grasp what we're talking about. I really don't think they quite grasp what we're talking about.
Oh, fine by me.
Yeah, I've got. Just bear with me. I've just got to get rid of the cookies. There you go.
Yeah, mind the gap.
Apparently, there's a video with it. I've got no sound, but we'll just watch the video. There you go. Start that again. There we go. This time you'll be able to hear it sound.
I lost my teeth in a skateboarding accident when I was 13. Today I'm going on a blind date. The challenges of dating with big teeth, people tend to judge me right off the bat. They're either disgusted or they're shocked. I think I'm going to wait until the food shows up and then I'll take out my teeth so that he can kind of get to know me first as a person before having that initial shock.
You want to eat?
Yeah.
So.
Definitely like to go with a more natural look. I like people to be able to still see the real me even with makeup on. I'm Lily. I lost my teeth in a skateboarding accident when I was 13, and today I'm going on a blind date. So we need purse. Ooh, retainer case.
Sweaty Betty,
There you go.
find
That's
your
what
power.
That is three from our gutter press. That is just so pathetic.
Isn't it?
And it, well, yeah, Naomi, I think you were on a different level to what we were talking about with the no front teeth. Naomi. We've got some more viewers. So hello, come on in, come and say hello. Come and say hi, viewers. Somebody the other week said what you can't do is you can't tell the lurkers to come on in, and you can't say hi to the lurkers. Hello, lurkers, come on in. I can, look, I just did. Can you say it, Micky? Can you say it?
No, I didn't say it. It wasn't me.
No, but can you say it?
Well, of course you can. Come on in. Say hello.
Yeah, see? They said I couldn't do it.
They
They said we couldn't do it. So there we go, yeah, we couldn't do it. So there we go, right, okay. So, yeah, sorry, I was distracted by that story in the Sun, which has taken us completely away from where we should have been. Somebody has just thanked me on Reddit. They said they watched our tribute last night. They watched part of the tribute. Good evening, Sakrin. How are you, my friend? Sakrin Sharma. They watched part of our tribute last night, Micky, and said it was said we did a good job. So I've just thanked them.
Oh, good. Yeah.
It's nice. It's nice that we actually do something right.
Yeah. It's just a shame that we got spammed at the end there.
Oh yeah, we got. For those that don't know, we got follow botted at the end there, and I had to end the stream because of the follow botting. But since then, I've worked out how to carry on and delete the follow botting at the same time. Follow botting is when somebody uses a computer program, to suddenly increase the number of followers you got using a computer program. So in a matter of 30 seconds, we had about 400 followers join me, didn't we, Micky?
Yeah. But not only that, it knocks out all the chat because it fills up all the chat.
Yeah, I know how to stop it doing that now. I know exactly how to stop it doing that. If you look at the end of the stream, the last 10 minutes now, the last 10 minutes from last night, you'll see how it was done. But I've worked out how to do it now.
I mean, I don't normally stream on a Thursday night, but because it was such a special occasion, I gave up my games night because I felt that it was my duty to be here and speak to people who are from different parts of the country, or should I say different parts of the world, who wanted to know what was going on and how people were feeling. So yeah, I made an exception last night.
Which was the same for
Tracy. Same for Tracy. She's just said down.
Same for Tracy. Yeah, same for Tracy.
And it was an excellent stream. It was, yeah.
It was. I mean, last night, I generally on a Thursday night, I do what's called Techie Night. Hello, new viewers. I can see you popping in. I generally do what was Techie Night last night, where we talk technical shit. But with the sad news of our Queen, we decided last moment to sort of throw together a tribute, didn't we?
Yeah.
Unfortunately, what I haven't got is I haven't got the facilities that the big broadcasting studios can do. I can't invite special guests on because if you say, look, I'm doing a live stream on Twitch. Will you come and be my special guest? They'll look at you and say, fuck off. You know, you've only got 4 viewers. You know, what's in it for us? So maybe when I'm a much bigger channel, I might well. So I couldn't really invite anybody in. And the only person I know that actually knows the Queen is my partner. She met the Queen at a garden party a few years back because she was honoured for her charity work. And she couldn't come on because she was working last night. So it was all a bit. Let's get it sorted out quickly, wasn't it, Micky?
Well, it's all done in sort of 10, 15 minutes because.
Yeah.
I mean, like I said to you before we actually came on stream, I was a bit loath to come on here because I didn't know exactly what I'd be saying. But hello, Chico. Yeah, I didn't know what I'd be saying or how I'd feel or whether I'd be able to carry on with it. But yeah, it was fine. It was fine.
Good evening, Chico TV. Yeah, I'm feeling better. I'm going to talk about that in a minute. Just to change the subject slightly. Did I just put a picture of our tits up there? Right, let's take that off. I'm going to ask a question. Does anybody know what an adrenaline crash is? An adrenal gland crash is?
No.
Do you know what an adrenal gland crash is, Micky? No?
No.
What about you? Anybody listening? Does anybody there know what an adrenal gland crash is?
Apparently Tracy does, but she's got Mickeypedia on probably.
Oh, right, okay. Well,
she knows 2 people who have it, apparently.
Yes. Well, I'll tell you what it is, right? Because I only discovered this morning what it is. I've been on high-dose steroids since January because my spleen is enlarged. It's almost twice the size it should be, and it gives me a lot of pain while I'm waiting for my treatment. And about 3 months ago, the consultant decided to wean me off of the high-dose steroids at 30 milligrams a day. So they decided to wean me off on a weekly basis. So it went from 30 milligrams a day. Then the next week I was 25 milligrams a day. Next week I was 20 milligrams a day. Next week I was 15 milligrams a day. That really never affected me until I went down from 10 to 5, which happened 10 days ago. Now, I didn't make the connection until this morning. But about 10 days ago, I started exhibiting, and you've seen me complain about it on the stream before, excessive sweating and excessive tiredness and yawning on the stream. I just thought it was my cancer getting a bit worse. Well, I spoke to my consultant yesterday, and she said, I think you may have gone to 5 milligrams too early. Can you go back to 10 milligrams steroids? Which I did. And today I feel as right as ninepence. It's no sweating. My tiredness is gone. I actually feel like I did 10 days ago. Because what happened is I had an adrenal gland crash. Now, the steroid I was on is a cortisone. It's a cortisonal steroid called prednisolone, which is a natural steroid that your body functions. The adrenal gland is here somewhere, and your body produces that. But when you're taking it, the adrenal gland stops producing it, which is why you've got to wean off of it slowly to get your adrenal gland used to producing it again. Because I weaned off too fast, my adrenal gland wasn't used to producing steroids in the quantity that my body needs, so I had an adrenal gland crash, which is what all the sweating and the excessive tiredness was about. There you go, Micky. Now you know what an adrenal gland crash is. That's why you should never stop steroids suddenly, and you should always wean down on them. You didn't know that, did you?
No, but then again, you keep telling me I'm not intelligent, so, I mean, how would I know that?
I never said you weren't intelligent. I just said you were 6'2" short planks.
Well, pretty much the same. Yeah. But anyway, we got guys up there who, like Sachin Sharma and Naomi, they read the news and wanted to hear our thoughts. So, although we have put our thoughts out there in another stream that we did last night, if you'd like to catch up. Yeah.
Yeah, we did put our thoughts in another stream. Chico Chew TV, do I know you from somewhere? Are you someone I know that is on a different ID? Because you asked me how I was, so I'm assuming. While I'm waiting for Chico to answer that, Second someone says, so I read the news and wanted to hear your thoughts. But how does it affect you in your day-to-day life, and how do you feel about it personally and politically, even though you don't agree with it? What are you referring? I'll answer that in reverse order. Even though I don't agree with it, I'm not a royalist. I'm not pro monarchy, but I'm not anti-monarchy. I'm not anti-monarchy either. I'm completely ambivalent. How do I feel about it? I feel about the monarchy is something I've had all my life. I've never known anything different. I don't feel ruled over, and I don't feel like a subject. So I don't feel. A lot of people assume that we're slaves to the monarchy. We're not. I don't feel ruled over. I don't see a subject. If we didn't have a monarchy, it wouldn't affect me in my day-to-day life. I do appreciate what the monarchy does for Great Britain PLC. I mean, it is the biggest tourist attraction that Great Britain has. And our monarchy is our greatest export. So, but the death of the Queen has not affected me in my everyday life in any single aspect.
No.
And it won't affect me in any single aspect. The only thing that will affect me is today I've had to caught myself several times from saying Prince Charles, and I've had to call him King Charles. And when I next have to sing the national anthem, I'll have to remember it's God Save the King and send him victorious. Not, so I've got to remember those little things. But other than that, it won't affect me in any other way. I hope that answers your question,
politically, it doesn't make any difference at all because she's not.
No.
She is not. The royal family are not political animals at all. They are totally separate from politics in this country. They're above it, and they're not allowed. Basically, they can't turn around and say, "I think my prime minister's crap," or "I think the Conservatives are crap." They can't say that. So politically, it won't affect anything because Parliament and the Prime Minister run this country, not the Queen. She's just purely a figurehead. Now it'll be King Charles, obviously. But yeah, they're just a figurehead. They're just.
We call him Micky, Saccharin. I wouldn't quite describe him like that, but yeah, I get what you mean. But we call him Micky.
Oh dear. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I'm the one and only. You wouldn't want two of me.
Yeah. and it's very important you remember it's Micky with no fucking E.
Yes. Yeah. Oh, yes.
It's very important you remember that.
Yeah. I get very
the child. I don't know. It's stock video. I purchased the license for that because I thought it was a good way of letting people know that we can see them. It's no relation to me at all. It's literally stock video.
Look, I'm sure that was deliberate. Chico Chew, I love Micky with an E. I'm sure that's fucking deliberate.
Yeah. I'm sure Chico Chew TV is somebody that I know under another ID.
Yeah.
I think
because
so,
he asked
anyway.
how you were and he said your name. So.
Yeah. He asked me how I was. Yeah.
Yeah,
Well,
exactly. Exactly, Tracy. Cheese. Very cheesy.
Cheese. Yeah, very cheesy. Got to be American, yeah. Got to be American. So yeah. So no, this thing here. Let's try it again. This thing here is a piece of stock video that I purchased the license for, so to be able to run it. So there you go. It's just a way of letting the viewers know that I can see them, because I thought, if I'm in the middle of a missive, or Micky's in the middle of a missive, and we don't want to interrupt you, I see new viewers coming on, how can I acknowledge them? And I thought that was a good way of doing it. So it's no relation at all. It's just
overdressed. She's overdressed.
What?
She's overdressed. She should come across in a bikini holding a board up high. Right?
I think that's a bit misogynist, Micky. I think that's a bit misogynist. But I'll have a look and see if I've got any bikini-clad women. Hang on.
Oh dear.
I told you before that I've got to be careful that because of the DCMA, Digital Millennium Copyright Act, I've got to be so careful.
Tracy says the baby should be in bed. It's over 18 stream. Yeah, well, look then. Even Tracy said she'd prefer a bikini lady.
Well, I'm seeing what I can look at. I'm seeing what I can look at because
Oh,
like
such
I
a
said,
charm, and my lead is just literally shifted towards the child.
I've got to be careful about what I can put on the stream.
Yes, yeah.
For the simple reason is of the Digital Millennium Copyright Act. Okay, I can't just put anything up there. I've got to buy a license for all of the video that I put up here, and I've got nothing that sort of comes close to that. I can immediately access. I'm looking at all my video libraries. So I'm a member of about a dozen different video libraries. I'm looking through them all to see if I can find anything to entertain the troops for a minute, Nicky, while I look.
I am doing that with little stickers sticking all over the place. What the duck? Yeah, I understand what you're saying about copyright, and yeah, I fully understand.
I've got to be very careful. So I found something, but I don't think it's definitely not what I want. Obviously, it's going to please some of you, but it's not what I want. But I'm just buying the license. Well, I'm not saying buying the license for it. I'm obtaining the license. So I pay a yearly fee.
Yeah.
So I can get these, but I just obtain the license for it so I can use it. I know that doesn't mean much to most people because most people just download shit from the internet, but most people end up getting a copyright strike, which is why I'm very careful to make sure that I only get licensed stuff. Right. I'm not sure how this is going to work, but it's not quite what you were talking about, but we'll see. So I'm wibbling again, aren't I, Micky?
Hello, Klein. Yeah, you are wibbling, yeah.
I'm wibbling again, yeah. I'm wibbling again.
You've been taking lessons from Tracy.
Yeah, I have been taking lessons from Tracy. It's bloody fucking it's fucking, isn't it? It's
yeah.
Right, okay.
Well, at least something makes Tracy hot, and that's stolen content.
Yeah. I am hot on stolen content. Oh yeah. Yeah. If you want to know, Tracy, I'm actually downloading from Envato Elements, and I've just downloaded the license. This particular one. Is that any good?
Oh, look at that! Look at that!
Any good?
Yep.
Does that tick those boxes?
Yes, but I don't think that's appropriate, really.
Okay. I realise at your age, Micky, it's not. No. Yeah, I am. I'm not actually what I would say very hot on copyright, Tracy. By the way, Tracy's Rainbow Beach. I'm not very hot on copyright. What I am is I'm very hot on not losing our account through stupidity. I've seen so many other people.
VSC likes to dress up as an old lady, I see.
Yeah. I'm watching. Yeah. This is something I didn't know about Andrew. This is something I didn't know about Andrew and his cross-dressing. Although you can look at twat with a beard, I'll tell you. He's got a beard and tash, so you can look at twat. He's ginger though, so I guess he already looks at twat anyway. So, but. Yeah, maybe Steve could. Yeah, maybe I could, Clyde. Maybe I could. Yeah, I'm not gonna do it for. I'm not gonna do it for a £3 sub. I'll tell you. His hair can be any colour I can make it, Tracy. Believe me. If I want him to be ginger, he will be ginger. All right. I'm not hot on copyright. What I am is I don't want to. Like I said, I don't want to lose this channel, and I don't want to lose my YouTube. I see so many people on YouTube, and I see so many people on Twitch lose their channels because they don't pay attention to copyright details, and they just think that if something's on the internet, they can just download it. And oh look, I'm gonna hydrate with beer. There we go. So many people lose their channels because they don't take notice of copyright, and they think they can just steal anything they find on the internet and just upload it when you can't. I mean, everything on this channel is I've got a license for. Even the Union Jack behind me, I've got a license for. Shakarin, what do you want to discuss about emotes? What do you want to discuss about emotes?
What do they gain from using the emotes? Is I think is what they're trying to ask.
I personally don't understand. I don't understand emotes myself. I make them, but I don't understand emotes. On that point, I just want to tell people about this. This is a very unique postcard. This is a Woody Show postcard, and there are only 100 of these in existence. And if you get enough channel points, if you look in the chat, on the bottom, in the bottom left-hand corner of the chat, you've got something called Woody's Rewards. If you collect enough channel points by watching this broadcast or our streams, you can have one of these. There's only 100 of these. They're not posters, they're card, Andy. There's only 100 of these in existence. They're postcards. If you get enough channel points, I will send you one via the post, yep, through the mail. It will be a unique because they will be numbered. There are only 100 of these in existence. So that's one of them. Other channel prizes are I can do logos and I can do emotes. You'll have to look in the Woody's Rewards, which, as I say, is on the bottom left. Your chat window will tell you how many points you've got, and when you've got enough, I can do you a logo or I can do you an emote. So I've made all the emotes and all the logos for this channel, and Naomi's just showing you the logo that I've made for her. Micky, where's your logo?
Well, I can't put it on here because I'm not affiliate.
Oh right, okay. Yeah.
It's on my channel. It's on my channel.
I am drowning beer sacred. Look, you can put the emote on though in your Twitch thing. It's your Twitch logo. Rather than the little man, rather than the little stick insect.
Yeah, I've got it as my Twitch logo.
Oh right, well then, if you type in the chat, it will come up, won't it?
What? No, it doesn't.
Oh no, it doesn't, does it? No, it doesn't. You're right. Yeah, sorry. Yeah. So, if you get enough, could you please make me another logo with a bird incorporated in it? Oh, now we're British, of course. Now, bird means two things in Britain, doesn't it, Micky?
Yeah.
Yeah.
One of which is a female.
Yep. And the other one is a bird with flapping wings.
Yeah.
Just a bird, Naomi, yeah? Any particular type of bird? I've got eagle type, I've got parrot type, I've got...
She wants flapping wings.
No, you mean flapping wings. Do you want aggressive or passive?
Cute, apparently.
A cute one, fucking hell, right, okay. Cute. Yeah. 99% of what I can do are aggressive, but oh, I've got a cute one. Yes, I've got a cute one. Found one. Right, found one. Okay, I found one. I'm actually going to do this live on air for you. You've got a fan there, Micky. I mean, do you two want to get a room?
Thank you, Chico. Yeah.
Yeah, do you two want to get a room?
Yeah, I appreciate that. I sometimes come across as a bumbling idiot, but yeah, I do have...
That's not true, Micky. That's not... I'm sorry, I'm going to defend you. That's not true. No, that's not true. It's not sometimes.
Okay. All the time I come across as a bumbling idiot, but yeah.
He doesn't really. I'm just poking fun at him.
It's very rarely I take things serious, but I think last night's stream deserved that. So, yeah. Thank you.
Your logo is almost here. Do you want it with a background, or do you want it like your? I could do it. I could do it as a logo, and I can do it as an emote. What colour do you want your background, Naomi? What colour would you like your background? Whatever I think. Okay, we'll go for what I've got here. Then something completely different. 2 minutes, and it'll be with us. I can also make this as an emote if you want. Well, that's an emote. I'll show you the logo first. You can have it as a logo, and then I'll remove the background, and you can have it as an emote. But I'm nearly there. I'm just saving it out. I've got to be careful because when I'm using Illustrator and After Effects, it slows my PC down. So I'm doing it on my other PC. I've got 2 PCs here. I know you've seen my system earlier, but I haven't shown you all my system.
I'm surprised mine works because I built it myself. It's lasted 3 years now.
Right. My other PC is an i5 that I bought on Amazon. Amazon renewed, Micky.
Oh, right, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I don't need a lot. It's only got 8 megs of RAM, and it's only got an i5 processor. But it does nothing. All it does is it monitors my CCTV.
Yeah.
And when I need it to, it actually produces things like emotes. It's not very fast, but it doesn't need to be very fast because it's not doing anything else.
No, it's not doing
anything. If that makes complete sense, does it?
Well, yeah, because you only need a fast one if you're doing sort of rendering and stuff like that. I mean,
if I'm rendering video, I need my one. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I've only got an i7, but I built it myself. The only reason I got an i7 instead of an i9 was because of the cost. I couldn't afford it at the particular time. But
my current one is a
Threadripper. You got you?
No, I'm AMD.
Oh, yes, AMD Threadripper.
I'm an AMD Threadripper on this one, so.
Yeah.
So I can actually, but even so, you've seen it that when I use After Effects to generate graphics, it really does slow everything down. But I think that's more of an Adobe shit than anything else. Right. Okay.
Yeah.
Here we go. I'll just make it the right size. There you go, Naomi. How's that? Yeah, right. Here we go. I think that ticks all the boxes, doesn't it, Micky?
It certainly does.
So you can use it as a logo. I've taken the background away. You can use it as a logo or an emote. It's up to you. But there you go. Does that tick your boxes, Naomi? Could you do it without the text? Fuck it. You like? Yeah. Yes, I can. All you need is another 2,500 channel points. Yeah, all you need is another 2,500 channel points, and I'll do it without the text, all right?
Yeah, it'll take the.
Yeah.
Oh, come on, she says. You think it's a bloody charity or what?
Yeah. Oh, I don't know. I don't know.
Yes, there are really 3 crosses on the background climb.
Not painted crosses, it's the Union. Explain it, Micky.
Yeah, it is the Union flag. Not the Union Jack, as a lot of people think. The Union flag. And what Steve has done is changed the red to purple because purple is the morning colour. I don't mean AM, I mean MOURNING, morning colour for royalty when they die. So Steve has changed the red to a purple.
To remove the background, actually, Naomi, requires a lot of work because I've really got to get in there with After Effects. So no, I can't remove the background like that as such. It makes it difficult if you want that. If you want that design, I can't really remove the background. Put any text you like on there, but I can't really remove the text completely. It causes problems. So I can put what text you want on there. I can put that on there for you, but I can't remove the text because of the fact that it's on the same layer as the bird. If it was on a different layer, I could easily remove the text, but it's not. It's on the same layer, which makes it difficult. No, I can't do it with no text. I've just said I can't do it with no text. It's on the same layer.
You can't just do the bird with nothing?
No, nothing. I can't do it with nothing on there at all. I must have something. It's on the same layer, Micky. The bird and the text are on the same layer. I can't remove one without the other. I can do it, but it involves me going in with an eraser and slowly erasing it, which is going to take me it'll take me hours to do it, to manually erase it.
I might keep it quiet for a couple of hours.
Yeah, it might keep it quiet for a couple of hours. Yeah, it might keep it quiet for a couple of hours. Let's have a look at the comma, see how that looks. It looks like somebody's just stuck a comma in there. It's on the same layer. If it's on a different layer, I could do it. Talk, Micky. I'm trying to work out how I can remove the text quickly.
Can you do just a space? Well, no, not really.
No, not really. It's got to be something there. It's got to be something. There's got to be something there.
He does take his time. He's a bit slack. He is, yeah. But yeah. So anyway, any other questions anybody got for us tonight? What story would you like to hear? Once upon a time, there were 3 little bears. Mummy bear, daddy bear, and baby bear.
Once upon a time, there were 2 little bears. Now there's fucking millions of them.
I've never been in a war, believe it or not. I served in the army, but I was never in a war. So, yeah.
I'm working on it.
Steve's very busy now. You see the concentration on his head. I'm not a great storyteller.
I can tell. We can't have the dead air, so stop.
No, I can sit here and waffle on a load of shite, but I'm not really. What wearing? Steve's got his fan on. That's the only fan he's got. He hasn't got any on it. So he's got his fan on over there. Yeah, that whirring is probably the clockwork between his ears. The old cogs are going round. Did you know they had a 96 gun salute today?
Yes, I did. I did hear that down at Portsmouth. I was watching on TV down at Portsmouth.
Yeah, 96 gun salute. That takes some doing, believe it or not. You might think that, oh yeah, they just shove it up 96 times, but no. That's fine, Chico. You can listen away. But when Steve's busy, sometimes I get a bit stuck for words. So it's nice to.
It's nice to make Micky worthy, yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry,
well,
I'm trying to. The problem is, I haven't got.
It's nice to react to people.
The problem is, Naomi, I haven't got the complete para. If I had the complete para, I could do it, but I haven't got the complete para. So it means that if I remove the text,
he's got no legs.
I've got no legs. Yeah, basically, I've got no legs, and there'll be a big gap where I've removed the text, so I'd have to redraw all of the text. All of the text. I'd have to redraw the parrot. All the text is, which I can do, but it's not. You know, it's a lot of work. But so I'm sorry, we're gonna have to do that. But I'm just gonna see if I can come up with a different bird design where I don't have to remove the text as such. So
I don't know what you mean by Saccharine and Sharma. I don't know what you mean by I don't want to share. I don't want to share what? I've never been in a war, so I mean I wouldn't know what a war was like. I wouldn't know anything like that. Yes, I served in the army, but I certainly didn't see any active service, so I honestly can't tell you any wars. And believe it or not, even if I had, I don't think I could sit here on the internet and discuss frightening, horrible, filthy, dirty things that happen in war.
And I've got no war stories because I was never. I never served in the forces. Unfortunately, I failed the medicals, which was one of those things.
Oh, Neep's here. Neep's here early.
Oh, good evening, Neephead. Good evening, Neephead.
What, they chuck you out the pub early or something, mate? Eh?
Oh.
Oh, house boozing. Okay.
Oh, house boozing. Right. Okay.
Huh? Exactly, Chico. You're right there. Yeah.
Mickey's an open book. Yeah. Go on, Mickey. What's your favourite trip you've been on?
What's my favourite? What?
What's your favourite trip you've been on?
Trip?
Yeah, trip. Trip. You know, holiday, vacation, trip.
Well, probably Kos. I mean, I love Kos.
Oh yes, you do, don't you?
I love Kos. I mean, yeah, it's only a small Greek island, but I love Kos. And where I go is a very small village, and from year to year, people just remember you, and they become like friends. I've never had an LSD trip, to be honest with you. Well, I'd tell a lie. I did once.
You've never had friends either.
I think I was about. Well, no, I ain't got any friends. I think I was about 17, and somebody gave me a pink acid. Fucking never again. No, thank you. Greece I've been to, Turkey I've been to, Spain. I'm not a great lover of Spain. A lot of the Brits love Spain, but I'm not.
I love Spain.
No, I like the Canaries, which is a different. Although they are Spanish islands, but I like the Canaries. But mainland Spain, I don't like very much. Mallorca was all right, which is one of the Spanish islands, but twice I've been now to Spain, and I don't like it. I prefer the Greeks, a lot nicer people. Yeah.
That's that, Naomi. Carry on, Mickey. Go on.
So
That's
yeah, Kos is a lovely, beautiful little island. What disappointed me about Spain? Just the people. I don't. Well, it's not. I like to go on holiday. I mean, the two places I've been to Spain has been full of British people. Now, I like to go on holiday to experience the local culture, the local food. And when you're in Spain and people are asking you where's the nearest place to get fish and chips, well, that fucking really gets on my tits. They should be asking where you're going to get your paella and stuff like that, not where you're going to get your bloody fish and chips. And then you get other people, where's McDonald's? Fuck me, I don't go to Spain to McDonald's. I can walk down the road and get McDonald's. So, yeah, sorry. That's what pisses me off about Spain. It's like being England. It's like being in England, but with the sun. It really is. Yeah. So.
I personally love Spain. I love Spain. Several reasons. Several reasons. I love the Spanish islands. Either Balearic Islands, which is Menorca, Mallorca, and Ibiza, or the Canary Islands, which is Gran Canaria, Tenerife, La Palma, Fuerteventura,
Lanzarote,
and Lanzarote.
Lanzarote was the first holiday I ever had.
It's like going on holiday on a bit of burnt toast.
Oh, I love it. I love it there. I really do, yeah.
It's like going on holiday on a bit of burnt Weetabix.
Well, it is, because I'm eating the beaches are black.
Oh.
They're volcanic sand. Yeah.
The whole island's black. It's like burnt Weetabix.
Did I tell you about when we were there? I was laying on the beach with the wife, and this Chinese woman, she must have been about 90, came along. The wife's laying next to me on a sunbed, and she walks up to me, this old Chinese woman on a beach in Lanzarote, and said, "Would you like a massage?" Well, I looked up, and she's got no fucking teeth. And I said, "No, thanks." And she said, "I'd be quite happy to give you a happy ending." And I looked at my missus, and she's pissing herself on the bed next door. So I did decline. Yeah, but I mean, yeah, that's really is. That really did happen. Yeah, old Chinese woman. She must have been like. What's my favourite food in Greece? I like what they call souvlaki, which they're like Greek kebabs, so kebabs on a stick. No, it's a true story, Naomi. It's absolutely true. That did happen. My wife can corroborate it. But yeah,
no, she can't. She's in bed.
Well, she can't now. She's in bed. Yeah, he's lost all respect. Oh dear, never mind. He's off for a kebab before it shuts. BS he is. But yeah, where was I? Gyros. I love gyros. I love gyros. We have them for lunch because they're so cheap, and you've got your chips, you've got your meat, you've got your salad, you've got your tzatziki, all in a wrap. Absolutely lovely. See you later. Oh, I thought you were going as well, Tracy. Yeah, absolutely, all in a wrap. Yeah, beautiful. They did open a place in Great Yarmouth, which is about 8 miles from me, selling them. But I mean, the price of them was so astronomical that they didn't last very long. Yeah, but yeah, and when was the last time anyone had a good curry? Well, Steve has one every time he goes to the pub, but so I mean, it ain't been for a couple of weeks now, has it, Steve?
No, last time I went to the pub was last Sunday, and the curry came up after a couple of hours.
Yeah, yeah, he ate it twice.
Yeah, yeah. Once going down and once coming up.
Spinacopia, to be fair, that's got spinach in it. I'm not a spinach fan, although I have tried it. Like I say, I go abroad to try the different dishes, but I'd rather have a little meze with a bit of different. You know, you get all the little different. I'm not a fan of. In Kos, where I go, there's a lot of squid and stuff like that. I'm not a fan of that. Calamari and stuff like that. I'm not a fan of that. And they do beautiful fish, but I won't eat it because they leave the head on. They leave the head on, and I'm sorry, but I can't eat something that's looking at me. It might sound a bit silly, but I can't. Yeah, but yeah, and they do a nice lamb dish. I forget what it is. It's like a lamb shanking and beautiful, and then beef. I can't remember the bloody names of the stuff now. It's like a beef stew. It comes in a little clay pot covered in foil. It's ever so nice.
I personally, I'm not like Micky. I've never been to Greece actually. Never been to Greece or Turkey. Although we do talk about we have talked about going to Turkey this year. But I favour the Spanish islands. I like the Spanish islands. I like the Balearic Islands. I go to Mallorca quite often, and I like the Canary Islands. I go there quite often as well. And I've got an advantage because yo hablo un poco de español. And that means I speak a little Spanish, by the way, if you didn't know. So I speak a little Spanish. My favourite Spanish dish is one that I can't forget. Do you know what? I'll tell you a little story, right? And it's a true story. I'll tell you 2 stories, actually, which Micky reminded me about. One has nothing to do with Spain, the first one. A couple of years ago, I went down to Wales to see a friend of mine, a gaming friend of mine. And he lives in a place called Merthyr Tydfil, which is like, it's actually, Merthyr Tydfil is I can't really tell you what it's like. It was an industrial town, and then all the industry left, and it's left with terrible unemployment. And it's a real rundown town. But we went down there, we went out drinking, and he said to me, he said this pub here called the Wyndham Arms is the roughest pub that I know of, and he said you really don't want to go in there. He said really rough, and I thought, well, hang on, I come from East London. I mean, you don't, you know, there's nothing like rough, because I come from East London. So I went into this pub, and it was quite harmless compared to the East London pubs I came from. And at those days, I smoked, and you can't smoke in pubs now. You haven't been out of ages. So I left Martin and my missus in there having a drink, and I went outside for a cigarette. So I'm smoking a cigarette, and this woman comes up and she says, "Do you want to go to a party?" And I said, "No." It didn't take me. I was not thinking. She said, "Come on, you know you want to go to a party," and I thought, "Oh, I get what she means. She's a hooker, asking me if I want to shag her." And I said, "No." I said, as it happens, I'm out with my wife tonight." No, she said to me, she said, "If you want to go to a party, it's £10, £10." I said, "No, I'm out with my wife tonight." She said, "Oh, that's all right. You can bring her as well for £15."
Oh dear.
But I absolutely love the Spanish islands. They are fantastic. Whenever I go to Tenerife, Tenerife is my favourite place in the whole world. Whenever I go to Tenerife, what I do is I hire a car.
I've just got to go to the loo, Steve.
Okay, no problem. I hire a car when I go to Tenerife, and what we do when I hire the car is my missus, I leave her in the hotel at the bar. We normally go all inclusive. We don't go all inclusive now. We go self catering. But when we, and I normally leave her somewhere with a bottle of alcohol, and I get in the car and I drive from the base of the island where the resorts are, where it's like 34 degrees even at night, right up to the top of Mount Teide, which is Spain's highest mountain, and it's something like 14,000 feet. You're driving up, and I drive up as far as I can drive, and it's pitch black up there, and you're way above the light pollution, you're way above the noise pollution, and because you're at 14,000 feet, you're above the tree line. That means that no animals live up there either. You get a few insects, but anything that makes a noise up there doesn't live there. Yes, I can see, Tracy, double figures, I know. So, and come on in, guys. If you want to say hello, please do. Please come on in and say hello, all of you new people. So there's nothing that lives up there that makes a noise. You're way above that. You're above the cloud place, right? You're actually higher than aeroplanes coming into land on Tenerife. And the beautiful thing about it is that some of the world's best observatories, Google it, some of the world's best observatories are there on Tenerife. And the reason they're there is because it's such a clear sky, because you're well above all of the pollution that normally stops you from seeing that. So I like to drive my car up there. And because it's night time, it gets quite cold up there. It's about -1 when you get to the top. But because it's very thin air up there, on the way up, the car has started to struggle more than it would do at sea level. So the car has got quite warm. So what you do is you get out of the car, you walk to the front of the car, and you lay back on the hood. Right, you've got a coat on. You lay back on the hood, and you let the heat from the engine underneath you keep you warm. And you just look up at the stars. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God. I've never seen stars like that anywhere. I've been to Australia, I've been to America, I've been in the Rockies in America, and I've been out in the outback in Australia. And oh my God, there's nowhere on this planet that you will see stars like you can see on top of Mount Tenerife. On top of Mount Teide in Tenerife. Oh my God, you can't describe it. There are so many, you can see the Milky Way clearly defined, but there are so many stars that you cannot make out the constellations. I know that sounds stupid, but it's true. You really cannot make out the constellations because there are so many stars. I know where the constellations are, and I've really got to struggle to pick them out because of all the stars around them. And that is my favourite place in the entire world. Yeah, Neeped, it does me. It makes me feel very insignificant, and it blows my mind up there. And that's what I do every night when we're on Tenerife. By the time I drive back down the mountain again, it's normally about 9 o'clock. I normally leave about 6 o'clock. And by the time I come back, I normally leave the top of the mountain about 9 o'clock because it gets really cold up there. -1 it's actually quite -1C, which is what, 27, 28 F. It's very cold. You can't stay up there forever. And I drive back down again. It's normally about 9 o'clock by the time I arrive back down at the hotel, which is just about when the entertainment's starting. So that's my story. That's my holiday story. About where I like to go, and I like Spain only because I've spent so many years learning to speak Spanish. I'm actually on a university course to speak Spanish and improve my Spanish. So that's why I like Spain. I mean, I don't need to speak Spanish when I'm out there, but I always consider that to be politeness. When you're in somebody else's country, I always consider it to be politeness to actually speak to people in other countries in their own language if you can. I consider that to be politeness. I've seen a couple of SpaceX launches, Naomi, but I don't watch them because it's not space that I'm interested in. It's looking at the stars. It's unless you've done it, I don't think I actually get across to you just how much of a wonderful thing it is to do that. So it's just wonderful. I just enjoy.
Well,
I just enjoy it so
went
much.
to the Willy Wonka again. Look, as Tracy calls it.
Hey?
I went to my Willy Wonka, as Tracy calls it. My one cup.
Oh, you one cup, yeah.
Yeah.
That was one of the shorts that I made today.
I did. Yeah, I did see that earlier this afternoon. Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm actually looking to see if I can get a kebab delivered.
Oh dear.
Because I can't go out because I've had a drink. So
I did have Kentucky delivered for lunch yesterday. I must admit, couldn't be asked to go out, so I just had a Kentucky delivered. Zinger
I've really got a kebab now. I really want a kebab now. So I'm actually looking to see if I can get a kebab. The trouble is, it's coming up for. It's gone 11 o'clock, so the chances of me getting a kebab this time of night now are a bit fucking remote. But we'll give it a try.
Christ, you can get them up till about 2 o'clock here.
You can hear it's just how much you want to pay for it. I'm just going to go to the toilet, Micky. I'll be back in a minute.
Yeah, no worries. All that Greek food goes on. It did know you, Naomi. Yeah, I love it. Yeah, as we'll hear as well, Trace. Up till about 2 o'clock, you can get a kebab. In fact, my son's ordered Chinese at about not Chinese, Indian, at about 1:30, 2 o'clock in the morning, and still got it. So, I'm well on my way to 8K. Yeah. So I've been left to hold the fort. So come on. What do we want to know? Can't have any dead air. I've got to keep talking.
You've got to keep talking. No dead air. That's
talking. Yeah.
That's about the right thing. No, I can get places that will deliver.
Yeah.
But it's actually getting places that I like that will deliver.
Well, yeah, that is different. Yeah.
It's different. You know, I want a shish kebab. I don't want a doner kebab. I want a shish kebab. So.
Oh, I love shish. That's why I normally have a shish. Lamb. We can get a mixed one, lamb chicken. A few jalapenos on there.
Then I've got to meet the minimum delivery requirements. So
yeah,
it all gets complicated. So how much are chips?
It's actually cheaper for us to phone them direct rather than using things like Just Eat or Uber and stuff like that, because a lot of them around here will do free delivery for over a tenner. So, but then again, you know, I live in the middle of nowhere, mate. My arsehole of Britain, as you keep calling it. So, thank you, Naomi. She just added 100 bits to the kebab fund.
Oh, thank you very much. That helps. That helps, right? Okay. I think I've got the order done. So thank you, Naomi, for cheering 100 bits for the kebab fund. Yep. That's ordered. So I've ordered myself a large lamb shish, large chips.
Oh.
That's who mentioned kebabs.
You're not going to sit there and eat it in front of us, are you?
Absolutely.
Fucking hell.
It's going to be an hour, apparently, but oh well. I don't mind. Shit, oh, there we go. I bet to say I don't know my PayPal password, and it was one that was generated by a thingy, but that's not a
password
problem.
manager.
Yeah, I've got one called RoboForm.
Yeah, I use the one built into Bitdefender.
Right.
Generates its own. It also has a master one, so put the master one in, it'll automatically fill in.
Sorry, my hearing was a bit funny then. I thought you said masturbate. I know you didn't, but I thought you said masturbate.
You're calling me a wanker again, aren't you?
Yeah.
That's what,
my order will be delivered by 10 past midnight, so I've got an hour.
Yeah.
Will I survive that long? So I was a bit distracted. Naomi, are you happy with your logos? You've got 2 for the price of 1 there. Look, are you happy with your logos?
That blue one looks like a phoenix. If that was yellow and orange, that'd be a phoenix, I think.
Good. Okay, so there we go. I've managed to keep people happy. This is what I do. Logos.
When Tracy says she's got the night off from looking pretty, what she means is she's got the night off tonight, so she looks pretty tomorrow. It takes her that long to do it.
Ooh, I'm not with him. I am not with him. All right. I do not know who this man is. I do not know who that man is. I am not with him in any
look,
way.
she's agreeing with me.
I do not know.
What's this Micky? You know. Wait till I get you on stream. I might just come on tomorrow just to get me home back for that one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
We know she is. She knows I'm just ribbing her. Huh? I can't let her get in, you know. I'm the one with the fans, not her. Oh,
well, what we can do is we can actually put my CCTV on, and we'll actually see when the guy arrives. There it is. Let me just refresh it.
Come on in. Come on in. Come on in. Come on.
Let me just refresh my TV if I can work out how to fucking do it.
Say hello to my friends. Hey.
Yeah, we're in a different time zone here. I'll tell you, we are in a seriously different time zone here. So,
say hello. That's my little doggy. It's my little doggy Millie.
I can't work out. At the moment, you have to bear with me because I can't work out how to refresh my. I've done something with it, haven't I? Oh, there we go. I've refreshed it. Right. So we can watch on my CCTV when the kebab actually turns up. So we'll put that down there. I don't know how large that is, but yeah, you'll actually see when the kebab turns up. Now I've refreshed it. We can do things like that. The power of Kebab Cam, exactly. Kebab Cam. You'll see when my kebab turns up. So. That's nothing, right? Mickey's going to enjoy it. I'm going to leave Mickey on his own to talk to you, but unless you lot want to see me stuffing my face with kebab and chips. So
you can't leave me on my own while you stuff your face. I'll be gone, mate.
Oh right, okay. You'll be gone, will you?
I just had to let the dog out. You're playing me up while I go out.
So we've got the kebab cam up and running. That's the important thing. So we've got everything running there, Micky.
Good. Now, you haven't got it on still like you did the other day, have you?
I haven't got it on what?
Still. You had it on pause the other day and we didn't sort of see anything.
No, I can see it counting. It says 23:0, 23:10 at the moment. So it's definitely counting. 23:09 and 55. So it's definitely counting up. Do you want me to go out there and show you?
No. I've got my own up there.
Yeah.
It doesn't show the same picture as yours, unfortunately.
No, that's because I'm clever and you're not.
Might
I'm telling you.
Different channel.
Yeah.
But I haven't actually got mine linked to the Wi-Fi.
Naomi, hand, blow or work?
It's still in the bedroom, He turns it round the other way at night so he can watch himself on the telly.
The camera is actually attached to the upstairs bedroom window, which is why it's called the bedroom camera. It's actually on the upstairs bedroom window, or rather on the upstairs bedroom window frame. On the upstairs bedroom window frame, which is why it's called bedroom. The other one is called bike shed, which actually looks directly at my bike shed. And the rear one's called garden, which actually looks directly at my garden.
Bike shed, because it reminds him of school when he used to go behind the bike shed.
Yeah, that's right, yeah. So,
see, and the bedroom one, he turns round at night because he wants to film himself, like, you know.
Yeah. I because of the position I can't. But it's I've called it bedroom because it's on the upstairs bedroom window frame. That's why I can call it whatever. I could call it Fred, but that don't mean anything. No.
I've only got the 2 of mine linked up, actually.
I've got 3. I've got 2 that look out the front and 1 that looks out the back.
Yeah, I have. It does take 4, but I've only got 2 linked up. 1 at the front, 1 at the back.
That's that. Right.
I did have the neighbours moaning about when I put the first one up out the back that I could see into the garden, so I invited them into the house to prove to them that no, I couldn't.
Mine are all PTZ.
And if you saw my next door neighbours, you wouldn't want to look over the fucking fence while they're sunbathing anyway. So, you know.
Mine are all PTZ, Micky.
Yeah.
Yeah. PTZ means pan, tilt, and zoom. So yeah. I can pan, tilt them, and zoom them as I so require. So yours are fixed. So
yeah.
Let's PTZ the bedroom. There we go. Hey, so you can look the other way down my street. Here we go. And put it back where it was. You see, I can look everywhere down my street. So if somebody comes to my front door, I can look at my front door with the camera. Like that. Gone too far. See what I mean? Why I call it bedroom? You don't actually see it there. It's actually attached to the window frame on the bedroom. Look at my front door.
So you use that then instead of twitching your neck curtains then, huh?
Yeah, oh yeah. And I can zoom as well on it, so I do the lot on it. No, I can't. It's the back one. I can zoom on. There you go. Put it back as it was. See? I can do all that. I'm full of these little tricks, aren't I? So I can do all that with my CCTV. Here you go. And just in case you're waiting for the light to go. That's my car there. You can see 2 cars there on the road. There's a little car which looks like a Volkswagen Up or something like that, with a car under the tree. On the right is my Hyundai Ioniq. Thought I'd share that with you, which is why the camera is looking at my car, because that car cost me the best part of £30,000. And although we live in a fairly crime-free area, I still want to keep my eye on it. So yeah, that's my story of the cameras. Yeah,
that's why I put mine up out the front, is because I had a new Seat Ibiza, white one. Somebody came down our road. It weren't just my house, but 7 cars got black paint thrown over them. And it wasn't even 2 months old at the time, so yeah, I thought it was about time. Although I probably wouldn't have been able to tell, because they walk around here with their hoods up when they're up to no good. Not only that, but probably different where you are. At midnight, they turn all the street lights off. It's a fucking burglar's charter, isn't it? Turn all the street lights off at midnight. And they wonder why shed thefts and things like that have gone up in the town. Absolute fucking crap.
And if you also look in the bottom left of my CCTV screen at the moment, you'll see a shed. That's actually my bike shed. In there is an e-bike, an electric bike, which cost me just over £2,000. So I've got the camera pointing at that just to be on the safe side. Too big to keep in the house, so it's locked and alarmed, that shed, and the bike's locked to the ground with a ground anchor. But that's not the point. I still need a camera on there for my own peace of mind. So, although I live in a fairly low crime area, that's why I've got the camera there. And
I remember when you put the shed up. That was quite an entertaining few days, that was.
Yeah, that was hard work. But my cameras are also motion tracking.
Yeah. They do track, do they?
Yeah, the bedroom one, the one you're looking at, doesn't track, but the other 2 are motion tracking. So when a kebab guy comes, on the other one, it will track him all the way down the path, all the way to the front door. But I haven't got that on my thingy.
He carries a petrol generator on the back in case it runs out of electric.
Yeah. I love my I love my e-bike, knee ped. I absolutely love my e-bike. Without my e-bike, I couldn't. I'm not fit. I've got. I probably told you that I've got cancer. I've got follicular lymphoma, and I'm just about to go into chemotherapy next week for it for the 4th time. I couldn't ride an ordinary bike. I have to use a wheelchair when I'm out and about, and I couldn't ride an ordinary bike. I haven't got the lung capacity. But I can ride an e-bike because I don't have to pedal very far, and I don't live. I live about 11 miles from the Thames River, and the Thames River has got a lovely cycle path that runs all alongside it from Tower Bridge in London. Yeah, the bridge that goes like that from Tower Bridge in London, all out through southeast London, all the way to a place called Dartford. In fact, I believe they've actually built it through now to Gravesend, and it's 34 miles. And it runs alongside the Thames for 34 miles. And it's absolutely beautiful cycle ride because there's no hills, because rivers don't do hills. It's a very gradual gradient downhill following the path of the river. And you've got the river on your left and the rest of London on your right. And it's actually great going down there and cycling and just watching the river go by and everything else. And I absolutely love it. So I leave my house, I cycle 11 miles to a place called Woolwich. 7 miles to a place called Woolwich. Where I get on the Thames cycle path, and then I cycle the Thames cycle path, and I come to a place called Erith, where I get off and then cycle 11 miles back to my house again. Although I'm not even fit enough to do that on the e-bike at the moment, but hopefully once this chemotherapy's gone in, I'll be able to get back to doing that. So I love my e-bike. Without my e-bike, I wouldn't be able to get out. I wouldn't be able to get out anywhere. But I actually love it.
E-bikes are only pedal assist, aren't they? They're not actually powered. It's
only pedal assist.
All they do is just pedal assist. They just help you with the pedaling, don't they?
It helps with the pedaling.
A lot of people, when you say e-bike, think that you just press a button and away they go, but that's not the way an e-bike works. You still have to pedal it.
Up to 15.5 miles an hour or 25 kph. Yeah. After that, the assistance cuts out.
All right.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, you get no assistance. Well, basically, you don't need it after 15 miles an hour. You've done all the work to get you up to speed. All you've got to do is maintain the speed.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, yeah. It's a rally, however you want to pronounce it, rally Felix.
Chopper, a rally chopper.
No, it's a rally Felix. It's a lovely bike, got a terrific range. Well over 200 miles on a battery, Micky.
Oh, that's good. Real good. That's further than some electric cars, you know, or EVs.
Well, that's because it only gives me assistance when I need it.
Yeah.
Now, coming down, like I said, Tower Bridge to Dartford is 34 miles.
Yeah.
Right? And it's a gradual slope downhill.
Well, it must be because the river runs that way.
You don't need electric assistance. So when I hit Tower Bridge, I turn the electric motor off and I just pedal down the side of the river there because I don't need any assistance. Because if I wanted to, I could just gradually roll down because that's what rivers do. They roll downhill.
Obviously, you need it when you come back up.
I need it to come back up because you've got a couple of big hills to climb.
Yeah.
So, just going along the side of the river there, I don't have it on. I just cycle down the side of the river, and because it's a dedicated cycle path, it's great. It's great. The only thing is you get lycra-clad wankers that are complete knobheads that cycle past you at 30 miles an hour.
Talking about male ones or female? I mean, I don't mind the female variety, mate. A bit of lycra-clad female variety is fine.
When you see a plus size lycra-clad female, right? Okay, cycle past you, you want to be sick. Right? You want to be sick, honestly. Honestly, the only clue to find out where a sexual
saddlebags.
The only way to find out where her sexual organs are is to roll her in flour and ask her to fart. Yeah. To just know these knobheads that cycle past you at 30 miles an hour and laugh at you because you're cruising along at a leisurely 8-9 miles an hour. But I'm quite happy doing that. That suits me.
We get them round here on the roads, and they'll cycle 2 or 3 abreast, and they think it's funny just to hold up the traffic. They're absolute.
They're knobheads. They're knobheads.
You know, rather than slipping into one to let the traffic pass and then going back to their 3 abreast. I haven't got a problem with that, but they do it just to piss people off, you know. And now
they do it to piss me off.
Now that the highway code has changed, so the onus is more and more on the. I mean, people are being fined for being less than 1.5 meters as they pass a bloody cyclist. Well, half the times the bloody cyclist is cycling in the middle of the road where they're supposed to go.
Yep.
You know, so
No, I agree with you, Micky. I agree with you.
I think it's strange the way that they changed the highway code.
Can I change the subject completely?
You can do whatever you like, mate.
I bought one of these yesterday.
The fuck is that?
Why don't you read it? Right.
Well, it says sub-cold, but that's all I can read. Mini fridge. It's a mini fridge, is it?
It's a mini fridge. It's a mini fridge. It will hold 4 cans of this.
Nice. Right? Yeah.
And I bought it. It's in my bedroom. It's sitting over there, right? And the reason I got it is because I always make a bottle of drink up before I go to bed. And this bottle of drink is orange squash, water, and electrolyte powder. Because I sweat a lot during the night and I need to replace my electrolytes. Because a lot of people think that you should use water when you sweat a lot, but that's the worst thing you can use, because all water does is dilute what little electrolytes you've got.
You can add a little salt to the water. That'll help.
Yeah, but that's what electrolytes are.
Yeah.
Magnesium, potassium, chlorine, and sulfur, I think.
Yeah.
And I make myself up one of those drinks, and I take it with me. It's only in a 500ml bottle. But when I wake up at sort of 4 o'clock in the morning, and I'm sweating my nuts off, it's just nice to have that drink. The problem is, I like it.
Well, if your nuts are sweating off, surely you can roll a cold bottle around your nuts before you drink it.
I wasn't going to mention that, Micky. I wasn't going to mention that.
Sorry.
But I like a nice cold drink. So I put it in the fridge as I go to bed, and it keeps it at 5 degrees overnight, and it's absolutely great. I had it for the first time this morning. I woke up at 22 minutes past 4. I'm just saying hello to the new people that have joined. Just please, come and join in.
I used to have something similar that I plugged into a cigarette lighter in the car when we used to go camping.
It's no good to be in the bedroom, is it, you dickhead?
So my Ted hasn't got a bedroom, so, you know. Yeah.
And it keeps the drink at 5 degrees, which is the same temperature as my refrigerator. Overnight, and it was actually great. 4:22 this morning, Micky. I woke up after sweating like a pig, and my order is on. I've just had a notice. My order is on its way, so it's going to be here a bit earlier than expected. So we'll be able to see on Kebab Cam when it actually turns up. And yeah, at 4:22 this morning, when I was gasping for a drink, I was really grateful of having that cold drink in my fridge. You've gone, haven't you, Micky?
No, I haven't. No, I just had a message.
I thought you died then for a minute.
No, I had a message on my phone.
Oh, right, okay.
Always check just in case it's the daughter or the son who got a problem. You know what kids are like.
I do, which is why I don't give my kids my phone number.
Oh, dear.
I don't give... None of my kids know my mobile phone number. My daughter said, well, what happens if somebody dies? And I said, well, how will I know my phone number to help?
Yeah,
said, well, I won't bring them back.
No.
So I don't know. If I gave my kids my phone number, they'd end up fucking calling me all the time.
Yeah, but because my son doesn't drive, if anything happens to him, his partner or my little granddaughter, at least then, you know, I can get to them. So
I don't give my kids my phone number. If they want me, they can WhatsApp me, but that's a cheat, because I've actually got WhatsApp on my computer with a virtual phone number, so it's not the phone number they call. So I've got a WhatsApp, but I don't give my phone number.
Yeah.
Naomi, can you tell me one single emergency, absolutely one single emergency, where having my phone number would help my kids? Think about that before you answer. What sort of emergency do they need to have my phone number? I've got my house phone number, but I haven't got my cell phone number. If one of them's dying, how does having my number help? It doesn't. It doesn't. When you think about it, there's no reason for anybody to have my cell phone number, which I don't give away. I'm very jealous of myself. I guard my cell phone number very jealously. Only a few people have it. Yeah, I'll let you think about it now. I mean, you think about it, right? You'll come to the conclusion there's absolutely no reason for anybody to have my cell phone number.
Well, I thought
You're
you
playing with your microphone again, Micky.
Huh?
You're playing with your microphone. It really is quite loud when you do that. Can you not position it somewhere where you don't touch it?
Well, I'll have to move the whole bloody thing tomorrow, that's all. I'm not moving it now because I would have to it's cable tied. So I'll have to move it tomorrow. I'll just move the arm to the other end of the desk.
Oh, is it on one of those arm things?
It's on an arm. It's one of them bendy arms, and I think what it is, it's when I hit the desk with my knee, I think that the actual arm is shaking, because they got springs on, haven't they? So yeah, probably what it is. I mean, I have got a little tripod I can put in, but
no. Well, what I do, put yours behind the monitor, Micky. Mine's on a spring arm. Mine's on one of those spring arms. It's attached to the bench behind the monitor, so it comes up behind the monitor.
Yeah, but like
just to answer Rainbow Beach's question, what if they're on Who Wants to Be a Millionaire? If they're on Who Wants to Be a Millionaire, and I'm the one they want to call for help, they're already fucked.
Yeah.
If they're asking me to help them, they're already fucked. What if one of your kids wants to ask you something you already know?
Yeah.
Oh, sorry, Neeped. My mistake.
Only you know.
Yeah. What if my kids ask me something that only I know? Well, they've got the house phone and they can wait till the morning.
Yep.
There's nothing they need to know. There's nothing they need to know at say 11:30 at night that I won't ring the house.
They can use Wikipedia. That'll help them.
Yeah, they can use Wikipedia. They've got the internet. You know, they don't need my help. They need my help. I know. There's no reason. Honestly, if I gave my kids my cell phone number, they'd call me all the time.
Oh, mine don't. Mine only call me if they want something.
That's what I mean. They call me all the time.
I mean,
anyway, I never had kids. I had locusts.
I mean, my daughter will ring me and say, "Gran, can you have my granddaughter on Thursday after school?" Yeah, not a problem. You know, so because I don't use our house phone. I've literally not got a house phone plugged in. Because it's actually cheaper to use these days to use our mobiles, or as the Americans call them, cell phones. It's actually cheaper for me to do that than to use a landline.
Yep.
So yeah, that's why they've got mine.
Well, I misheard you then, Micky, and I thought you said it was cheaper than that to use a landline. And I thought, no, a landmine would actually solve the problem quite nicely.
No, landline's more expensive than me.
Landmine.
Oh, landmine, yeah. Landmine, yeah. Yeah, that would probably, yeah.
Yeah. But no, there's no reason I can think of for my kids to call me. Oh, yeah. Using a landmine solves the problem.
You two and your misinterpreting what I say. Is my speech that bad that you can't?
No, it's your carrot crunching accent.
Oh dear. Do you know I used to speak with a Birmingham accent many years ago. It's just the fact that I've been here for over 40 years now, and living with a Suffolk pud, that my accent has changed. Yeah.
What if my kids called me and tell me they can WhatsApp me? They can WhatsApp me.
Yeah, they do love me. Look, Neat Bed's got it. What if you got a spare kebab and it's going free and it's cold? Going cold.
What do I want a cold kebab for?
Well, you get your kids round to eat it for you.
Mine, I didn't have kids. I had locusts, Micky. I've told you this before.
Yeah.
I've got 4 kids. They come in the house, they strip the cupboard bare, and they leave. It really is. When I have my kids round here, it's like a flock of locusts. Like a swarm of locusts has gone through the house. You know, it's so if they want to call to tell me they love me, I'll buy them a Stevie Wonder LP.
I'll just call to say I love you. Yeah. Do you know, I find that one of the most dreary fucking songs going, that. It is, isn't it?
That was one of the first songs I learned to play on the keyboard.
It really is a dirge, though, isn't it? Huh?
In fact, my kids all know the only reason I've got so many kids is in case I need a kidney.
Yeah, you're right.
And I've told them that. The only reason I've had so many of these is in case I need a kidney or a liver.
Have you ever thought about putting? You know, you get these electric fences to keep cows in.
Yeah.
Put them round your fucking cupboard so you keep the locusts out.
They'd probably steal that.
Yeah, well, yeah, you are Londoners, yeah.
My oldest would go, oh, look, you've got an electric fence, Dad. I was looking for one of those. Can I have that?
Yeah. Yeah, I get that. Yeah.
Oh, look, Dad, you've got a mini fridge in the bedroom. I want a mini fridge in my bedroom. Can I have that?
My son-in-law borrowed my tile cutter. Must be 8 years ago. Huh? Yeah. Still not got it back.
My youngest son borrowed my cement mixer and my chainsaw.
Yeah, 8 years ago, borrowed my electric tile cutter.
Yeah. You won't see it again.
No.
No, I won't ever
what
see
it is now, Steve, if I want anything to do a job, I have to now go out and buy it because you guarantee that if I go to my shed or in my cupboard here, it won't be there.
No, I know. I'm the same.
Either my son-in-law or my son has got it.
Yeah, all my power tools go the same way.
Yeah.
I bought a lovely petrol jet washer that I lent to another one of my kids. I've not seen that since. I've never used it.
That's why I'm now going over to those RYOBI 18-volt things because I've got 2 batteries and they're hidden up so they can nick all the tools they like, but they can't freaking use them. And they say, "Well, I'll buy a battery and a charger." So
I've got the RYOBI power washer as well.
Yeah.
That's a good little power washer, that is.
They're really good. RYOBI stuff.
Yeah, I like RYOBI stuff.
What I didn't realise, I bought my first one, which was Strimmer. I didn't realise it didn't come with a battery and a power and a charger.
Oh, right.
I thought, that's a good price. I'll buy that. And then I had to spend another 40-odd quid on a bloody charger and battery. So.
Well, funnily enough, Micky, I actually did it the other way around. I bought a petrol Strimmer.
Here comes your kebab, mate.
I think it is
kebab. Walking up. Is
no,
it?
No, it's not my kebab. No, it's not. No, it's
not.
Oh. Walk past. I actually have a petrol Strimmer. I bought a RYOBI petrol Strimmer.
Yeah.
And I found out you could get an electric motor to start it.
Yeah.
That needed a battery, so I bought the electric motor and the battery, this Strimmer, and I thought, oh, that's a good idea. And I bought a cordless drill, and I bought loads of RYOBI tools since. I've got a saw, I've got a pole saw, I've got a chainsaw, I've got the impact driver. I've got some sanders. I've got loads of RYOBI tools, and I think it's a great little system. I love it.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, and like the batteries are interchangeable. Yeah, I love it. I think I've got about 6 batteries now, but I like you, I keep them hidden for the kids.
Yeah. Yeah, because if they nick the tools, they're no use to them, is it? Unless they want to go.
I've even got a RYOBI light that I've got the RYOBI fan. Look, I've got the
I
RYOBI
saw
fan.
that. Yeah.
Hey, my RYOBI fan. I've even got the RYOBI light that when we're sitting out in the back garden by the fire pit, I put the light on the chair then to
fire pit. What he means is it's an old metal dustbin in the middle.
But we've got a lot going on there.
Yeah. It is. Yeah. When he says fire pit, it's an old metal dustbin with a few holes knocked into the side of it.
No, it's a proper fire pit. Thank you. Thank you. We're a bit posh around here, aren't we?
Oh yeah, I forgot you're Londoners, ain't you?
We're Londoners, yeah, but yeah. I'm
proud. Come up and live here for 6 months. Huh?
Right. I'm gonna have a wee, Micky. We'll be back in a tick.
Yeah, you'll be begging to get back down south if you ever came up here to live. I tell you. Could we see his little white legs then as he walked off? Look, a rat on a skew, exactly, Nate. Eh? Exactly that. So you come from the sort of same background as me, then, Nate. Eh? We're not posh like these southern gits. Eh? Fire pit, for fuck's sake. Just dig an hole in the floor and bloody light a few sticks. Eh? We want to buy a metal thing to shove a bit of fire in for. Exactly. And look, I mean, we're in the worst state that we've been in for so many years. So a rat on a skewer is just as good. Eh?
How the fuck am I going to dig a hole in reinforced concrete, which is what my patio area is?
Well, you got a RYOBI, haven't you?
Yeah, it won't dig a hole in it.
Huh? You got a RYOBI drill?
Yeah, I have.
Well, there you
won't
go.
Dig a hole in it. Won't dig a hole in it. Oh.
Eh?
What are we talking about? The rat on the skewer. How did that come about?
That was to do with my dustbin.
Oh right,
Dustbin
okay.
with a fire in it.
Oh, okay.
See, Naomi says use the RYOBI.
Yeah.
Dig up the concrete.
Just because I got the power tools, right, doesn't mean you don't understand. She doesn't understand men, does she, Micky?
No.
Just because I've got the power tools.
Well, she probably understands us too well.
Yeah. Just because I've got the power tools, don't mean. I'll tell you what. One of the most handy RYOBI things is I've also got their cordless glue gun, Micky. And when I moved into this room, I used it to recable the network because my computer's connected to the router via a gigabit Ethernet.
Yeah, mine is. Yeah.
And I used that. You know that thin Ethernet, don't you?
Yeah.
I used that, and I couldn't work out how to attach it to the walls and these skirting boards. And I looked on YouTube and I saw somebody using a glue gun to do it. And do you know what? It's a bloody good idea. Just use the glue gun and stick it to the skirting boards. It's absolutely fantastic. So that came in very handy for that.
I hope you got cat 7.
I think I'm cat 8 actually.
All right, you've won up a 7. I've got.
No, I've got cat 7. I'm just looking at it now. It's cat 7.
Yeah.
I've got cat 7 flat cable.
Yeah, that's what I've got.
But it's more than I need because of my switches. I've got a switch in the I've got the cable runs from the router to a switch in the front room, and then that goes off to the dining room for Sean, and then another one to come out here for me, and then it hits a switch here, which divides it for the 2 computers here, plus my laptop. My switches are only gigabit.
Yeah.
So although the cable is capable of transferring 10 gigabits, my switches are only gigabits, so that's what limits my thingy. But and I'm pretty much up to the gigabits sometimes now when I download files. I mean, I was looking at my speech the other day.
When you've been trying to do on here, it really slows down and makes it go very choppy indeed. Like when you were trying to do them graphics the other night.
No, that was on the machine. That was the machine slowing down. I don't put the graphics out. But when I download big files, like I downloaded, I watched a movie the other day on Amazon, Dog, starring Chayton Tanning. I downloaded that. That came down in I downloaded that in about 3 minutes, and we got 980 megs downloading that because I've got gigabit fiber, and we got 980 megabits downloading that. That flew down. I couldn't believe how fast that was. That was 3 minutes. But I was watching the lights on the switch, and they weren't flickering. They were all solid.
Yeah,
coming down so fast.
I downloaded one of my games, re-downloaded one of my games yesterday, 145 gig, and it took 4.5 hours.
Jesus. That would take me 15 minutes.
Exactly. Yeah, but that's because I'm only on 56.
I mean that film that I downloaded yesterday was only 4 gigabit.
Yeah.
That was a whole film. Yeah. 145 megs. Jesus, yeah. Micky.
Yeah. That's only one of them. I've got a terabyte full of games plus another one. A 2 terabyte full of games plus another 1 terabyte half full.
Oh.
I thought, it's running a bit shit. I'll uninstall and reinstall it. That was a fucking fatal mistake. That was.
What game was that?
That's what the freaking hell is it? Let me just. It's Valhalla, which is one of the Assassin's Creed games.
Assassin's Creed
Valhalla.
Oh, this looks promising. Look at my camera. This looks promising. Nope, maybe not. Nope. I thought that might have been my kebab.
Yeah. Well, considering they said it's on its way, what's he fucking walking?
Yeah, it's got to come about 6 miles because the kebab shop I got it from is up in Elton, so it's got to come about 6. It's got to come about 5 miles. So they just say orders on your way. What's happening? The restaurant is handing in deliveries and updates might be limited. Yeah, it just says it's with your driver.
Yeah.
That's it. So hopefully it'll be here soon. Right, where were we?
Well, Andrew went out to the kebab shop. Perhaps he's delivering yours.
Well, he actually went out to the kebab shop and he told us he was in the kebab shop watching it, but Tracy deleted it.
Yeah. I don't know why.
Didn't want people to know that she was in the kebab shop. But I saw she forgets that I can see what she deletes.
Yeah, so did I.
Yeah. Yeah, you forget that. So.
And then she put it in our Facebook chat as well.
Yeah. Just to make sure.
Not very bright, really.
And what I won't do is I won't tell the world, including Andrew, that Tracy said deleted Andrew's comment because he's an idiot.
No. We won't say that, will we?
No, we won't say that at all. But I'll remember that for next time we see Andrew. And so he knows he just got back. Well, he knows that he's an idiot. Right, okay. Andrew, you're an idiot. Do you want to say it, Micky?
No. You're braver than I am. Mind you, I'm further away, so...
Yeah, that's true.
Andrew, you're an idiot.
Yeah, there you go. We don't know if you're an idiot or not, Andrew. It's just what Tracy said.
Yeah.
I've got the proof. I can always show you the message. I've screenshotted it in case she deletes it. Oh, where are we? Where are we with the chat?
I actually went out and had lunch with my grandson today, which was quite nice.
All right. Okay. What lunch did you have?
I had some belly pork with some mustard mash and Savoy cabbage. It was really nice, actually.
That actually sounds nice. That actually sounds really nice.
Belly pork, yeah, belly pork, and you didn't need to cut it; it just fell apart, which is the way I like it. You know, belly pork, mushroom mash, mustard mash, really nice, and I like Savoy cabbage. I prefer that than the white. But yeah, that was really nice, and a cup of coffee, and I was in a pub. There you go.
Oh,
I was in a pub.
Actually, that actually sounds like a very pleasant. I do like mustard mash.
Cost me 16 quid, mind. But it is the establishment.
That's what this kebab has just cost me. 16 quid for kebab and chips.
Yeah.
And then lamb.
Everything's going up.
When I was a youngster, right? Let's have a moan about that for a minute. Lamb was about the cheapest meat you could buy, wasn't it, Micky?
Yeah, now it's the most expensive.
Now it's the most expensive, and it's my favourite. I love lamb.
But if you remember, we had a lot of New Zealand lamb then, but the EU prevented us from importing it from New Zealand, didn't they?
Did they? I don't know.
Yeah.
Well,
we were limited to the amount that we could import.
We're not in the EU anymore, so what's the excuse?
Exactly, so we can start importing New Zealand. I mean, New Zealand lamb was lovely. The only thing is, obviously, it's back in those days, it probably came by boat, so it's 3 months old by the time it gets here, right? You know.
Nice and mature.
Yeah, exactly that. But yeah, it did. I mean, I remember having what they call scrag end of neck.
Yeah.
In a stew, just stew it up.
Yep.
You know, and that was a cheap meal back in them days. I'm afraid that people now again moaning that they can't afford to eat. You know.
They can't afford to eat.
Go back down to the meals that we used to have back in the day.
They can't afford to eat because little Porsche has to have the latest designer trainers. Little 6-year-old Porsche has to have the latest designer trainers, the latest iPhone, right?
Yeah.
And more technology in her room than I've got in this entire house.
Yeah.
And I'm not joking, right? It's just unbelievable. Plus, the missus, who doesn't work, has to have a Range Rover.
Yeah.
And she has to have a Range Rover because everybody else has got a Range
I
Rover.
mean, I don't know if you saw it on Facebook, but some woman is moaning that she hasn't got enough money to pay her rent because she bought 2 tickets
for Harry Styles.
Yeah. Well, fuck me. Backwards with a fucking kipper. Wouldn't you pay your rent first before you even start trying to buy tickets for that?
Huh? You couldn't. Well, you'd have to pay me to go and watch Harry Styles.
Well, I'd rather fucking gouge my eyes out with a fucking
you'd have to pay me to go and watch Harry Styles.
Go and watch him. To be fair, huh?
There's only one guy coming to the UK this year that I wouldn't mind going to watch.
And
the boss.
Oh, Springsteen's coming over, isn't he?
Springsteen's coming over, yeah. I haven't seen the ticket prices yet, but I wouldn't mind going to watch. I wouldn't mind going to watch Springsteen. I do like Bruce Springsteen.
But I can't understand why somebody would spend so much they can't. And then she was trying to
sell the story at the newspapers.
Yeah. 300 quid for a Harry Styles ticket. What? I should imagine he is absolutely bloody livid. 300 quid to go and see a Muppet in a dress. Because that's what he does, doesn't he? He walks around wearing a dress, but he's not gay.
Yeah. I just looked on Facebook, and the top comment on my Facebook is Bronski Beat co-founder Steve Bronski just died. I'm sure he did more for pop music than a Queen ever did. Actually, I think no. Actually, I think no. I think if you consider the concerts that the Queen has been patron of, I think she probably did pop music than Bronski Beat ever did. But yeah. Steve Bronski has died, so.
All right. Well, they didn't last long because what's his name went off as his own, didn't he?
Yeah. I know you mean.
Summerfield something.
Jimmy
Somerville, that's it.
Yeah, Jimmy Somerville.
He went off. He was the singer. He went off on his own, so Bronski just collapsed. Yeah. But that's back in the 80s music.
Yes, no, you're right, Rainbow Beach. I've just read it properly, and he says the anniversary of Steve Bronski's death. You know. But that was just looking through Facebook to find material because
ridiculous, isn't it?
I haven't written a lot down. Get off Facebook; it only winds you up. Was it you, Naomi? No, Neeped. Naomi asked if we could do a special on Facebook, and I'm going to next week. I'm going to do either Monday nights or Wednesday night streak. Going to be on Facebook because I've been jailed by Facebook loads of times. Although I am on Facebook, I actually prefer Reddit. I do prefer Reddit.
Yeah.
As a social media, I much prefer Reddit.
Yeah.
But at the same time, I've enjoyed Facebook. I enjoy Facebook because it shows people in their true light. And something like the Queen's death really does show people in their true light. I mean, I've seen competitive grieving. Now, when I'm talking about competitive grieving, right, I'm talking about people actually fighting each other online as to who suffered the greatest loss. Oh, the Queen's gone. I loved her more than you did, so it's hurt me more than it's hurt you. I'm not kidding. That is competitive grieving. They are fighting each other for who suffered the most loss with the Queen going. Seriously. And also, and Twitter has turned out to be a toxic cesspit full of vile people.
Yeah.
And somebody, in fact, I was reading somewhere that an England footballer, I forget which one, England footballer or an England manager or an England trainer, something to do with the England national football team, is going to get sacked. Has been sacked because of a disgusting tweet he made about the Queen. But yeah, Twitter is a toxic cesspit, but Facebook actually shows you what people are like in real life and how stupid they are. Now, Micky knows that I run a group called UK Dashcam Footage.
Yeah.
And the amount of idiots we get in there is unbelievable. And when they post, their posts actually defy the known laws of physics. They actually make posts that are impossible, that in real life cannot physically happen, but they're absolutely convinced it's true. And they're absolutely convinced because it's on Facebook, it must be so. Hello, Micky.
Oh, yes.
Yeah. The The level of stupidity we have is just beyond belief.
Facebook is the Wikipedia of social media.
Yeah, that's it. That's why I like Facebook, because it shows people. It shows people in their natural. It shows people to be. It shows people to be how thick they really are, and they are. And it's actually disappointing that you look at some people and you think, are you really that stupid? And yes, they really, really are that stupid. And it also goes to show what their priorities are. I've also seen on people moaning, right, on Facebook today, that they're very unhappy, and they have been moaning, quite vocal, that they don't understand why their soap operas, their favourite soap operas this evening, have been cancelled.
Yeah, and they were also moaning about what's that thing with Bradley Walsh on it? It was delayed for 15 minutes yesterday while they were in it, and they were kicking off because their programme had been. I mean, let's face it. The Queen the leader of this country had died, and they're bitching that their stupid fucking programme has been delayed by 15 minutes.
Yeah.
That shows you the fucking mentality of half this country. Sorry, I'm on a rant.
Yeah. Go for it, Micky. Go for it. Go for it.
But no, it's true.
Go for it.
And Neeped's right. Social media muppets are very tiresome. They are. I mean, people I've known for years from eBay and what I've deleted because they're fucking total idiots. Total idiots. You know? And some of the shit they come out with is absolutely diabolical.
Oh.
I had to get that in.
Apparently, I'm just right. Somebody on Facebook has said that one of Notre Dame's quatrains has predicted the death of Queen Elizabeth yesterday. This quatrain will come as no surprise to the British people, and it has wide implications. The first is that Queen Elizabeth II will die in 2022 at the age of around 96, 5 years short of her mother's term of life. Prince Charles will be crowned in her stead and become King of the Islands. The implication being here that he's no longer king of the other regions. Now, that's all a lot of bollocks, right? Because Nostradamus died in the 15th century, right? And his quatrains were not that accurate. He would not have known that we had a queen called Elizabeth, and he would not have known that we had a prince called Charles. He would not have known any of that. So that's just a lot of old bollocks. But the conspiracy theorists, and they've come out thick and false, haven't they? I saw one this morning that the Queen was murdered.
Yeah, don't they just? Yeah.
She was murdered to keep the truth about Diana, because she was going to tell everybody the truth about what really happened to Diana. So she was murdered.
I mean, you can't. The stupidity of people is just fucking mind-boggling sometimes. It really is.
It is. The stupidity of people is absolutely unbelievable that they can... what the fuck's happened to
But the thing is, right, somebody will come out with that shit and you'll get thousands and thousands of fucking people repeating it.
Where the hell is my kebab? It should be here by now.
Well...
Yeah. And they do. And I this thread on this conspiracy is amazing. The number of people, and you've actually got people fighting each other over whose conspiracy is the best. And no wonder, right? They are fighting each other over who's got the best conspiracy. Oh yeah. No wonder the Queen like living up near you. Well, I've looked at Balmoral, where it's a beautiful part of the country. Shit weather, but beautiful part of the country. Well, the main
you love Sandringham, you know, which is just in North Norfolk. There.
Yeah, I know. Yeah,
they used to go there every Christmas.
That's great if you want to go turkey fisting.
Yeah, exactly that. Yeah, the royal family used to go up there every Christmas for Christmas up to Sandringham.
Well, the big conspiracy that's circulating on Facebook at the moment, Naomi, is quite simply the Queen didn't die of natural causes. She was murdered because she was going to go on television to reveal the truth about the about Diana's death, and she was going to tell people all about the conspiracy. She was going to prove that Diana's death was actually murder, and she was murdered on the orders of a senior royal, which will be her son, Prince Charles. So
Yes.
that is the conspiracy circulating today. Just
Biggest load of
unbelievable.
bollocks you've ever heard, but people will believe it, you know. Oh dear.
Oh yeah, look, Tracy there, Rainbow Beach is giving another conspiracy. So it's they'll come out in the woodwork. And like I just said, we've just had one there that Nostradamus accurately predicted the Queen's death and what would happen today. Well, that's just a load of bollocks. Because I've actually read a lot of Nostradamus's quatrains, and they were so vague, they're unbelievable. They're so vague that you could make them fit anything you want. And they're certainly not. If you ever read the works of Nostradamus, they're certainly not precise enough to name the Queen and the Princes by name.
No. You could actually make them fit to your lifestyle if you wanted to. It depends which way you interpret.
It's the way you interpret them.
It's absolutely bollocks.
It is bollocks. I agree. It's diabolical, Micky, isn't it?
Yeah, it's absolutely fucking diabolical. That people can actually believe this crap that's coming out.
Those are the conspiracies.
She hasn't died. She was an alien that's now stolen the crown jewels and fucked off back to space, isn't she? Hey? Let's start that one and see what, you know. But if I put that on Facebook, by tomorrow there'll be fucking hundreds of thousands of them saying the same thing. It's absolute madness.
It is. But there you go. It's an absolutely crazy conspiracy. But that one about Diana's never gone away, has it, Micky? It's never gone away.
Oh, the Diana... No. Conspiracy has never gone on. I mean...
It's like the moon landings.
To some extent, I mean, the media are to blame for her death because they were chasing her, but if the driver hadn't been pissed, perhaps he'd have controlled the car a bit better. You know? Nobody fucking went out to kill her. Just... Apparently it's because she was... with a guy of colour that they wanted to murder.
All hail Neephead. All hail Neephead. I think he's made an accurate prediction.
Yeah. Well, we talk shite about anything.
Yeah, I'll talk shite about anything. I don't need to stream it to talk shite. Where is that my kebab? Is that my kebab? No, he's not stopping.
He is, isn't he? No.
No, he's driven past. I could follow him, I suppose. Yeah, no, he's stopping. That might
is stopping. I thought I saw him slowing down.
Kebab. Hang on. Let's just follow him. Let's see. Oops, wrong camera. Hang on. Let's just track him. Where's he gone? That might be him. I don't know. Yeah, look, he's getting out of his car. There, you can see him by the lamppost getting out of his car. Is that him? Let's
Fuck, I'd laugh if he went next door.
Yeah.
And then piss off again. Oh, that'd be funny.
He's gone next door, look. Look. Where you going with my kebab? Look. He's halfway down the fucking road, look.
Oh, dear.
Halfway down the fucking road. They're coming towards me, yeah. I've got 66 written on my bins in big fucking reflective letters, right?
Oh,
all right, there you are. Is he coming down, mate? Yes, it's my kebab. It's arrived.
Oh, dear.
It's arrived. Oh, dear.
See, I must be Nostradamus because I predicted that he'd go next door. Oh, dear.
Oh, kebab.
Probably fucking cold by now.
Yeah, no, he's warm up and feel it. He's wandering off down the street there.
I'm fucking salivating now that you've got that, you bastard.
Well, you could have ordered one, Micky.
Yeah, if somebody come knocking at the door this time, I think I'd have if she'd woke up, I'd have got hung. I don't know.
There we go. It's not too bad. And it's a lamb stitch, and it's
I love
naked,
it.
just the way that I like my women, naked and meaty.
No salad?
Huh?
No salad?
No.
Oh, fuck no. Got to have a bit of tomato, a bit of red cabbage, and oh, that's just meat. Oh, that looks actually nice.
Oh yeah. Oh. Ah.
Right, now we got to sit and watch him fucking eat it. Right?
Oh. Lovely. No sauce.
No chili sauce.
No.
Can't have. That's the law. You've got to have chili sauce with a fucking kebab.
Oh, that is gorgeous.
Huh?
Oh, that look.
Yeah, I can see it. Oh, jeez. I'm salivating here.
No. Ah, clever. The best kebab I ever had. Yeah, of course, you badly back. You saw the guy walking up and down the road with it.
And it's been slung around in the freaking car and.
Oh, pardon me, I could burp it now. The best. The best kebab I ever had was in Marrakesh.
Ah.
In the main square in Marrakesh. At night, the main square is full of food stalls. And they come out and they set the stalls up, and you just point at the meat you want. It's all hanging up. You point at the meat you want, and they cook it for you. It's absolutely gorgeous kebab. Oh. I'm Johnny Bad. Yeah, come on, Micky. Carry the show.
How can I carry it when I'm sat here dribbling?
That's your age, Micky, and you can get tenner for that.
Oh, dear. You got any pita in the bottom of that? You got a pita bread, no?
Yeah.
Oh, right. Oh, right, yeah. I thought that was the bottom of the plastic polystyrene container.
It was obviously put in the pita bread when it was in the shop.
Yeah.
You saw the driver. He couldn't even get me address right, could he?
Well, no. I did laugh.
Oh.
Right. Now, BSC, you don't tell ladies to send kebab pics to people.
No.
You certainly don't.
Really, Andrew? Seriously?
Really, Andrew, you do not tell. What do I think about Meghan Markle? Well, to be honest, at first I had a lot of sympathy for her. But from what I've seen over the past few weeks of she's doing these interviews and making these claims that are blatantly not true. I'm beginning to think that perhaps she's not quite the ticket. And it's all about the me. Because something she said that on one film she was making, she was likened to do I think her and Harry will last? Well, if you look at Harry now, Harry always used to be a happy, chirpy chappy. You look at him now when he stood next to her. He looks as miserable as sin. All right.
You know what their nickname is, don't you, Micky?
What?
Hinge and Whinge.
Yeah. But they do. I mean, you see him stood next to her now, and he really looks unhappy. So do I think it'll last? No. The person who wears the trousers in that relationship is her, as far as I'm concerned.
Actually, the person who wears the trousers in that relationship is their publicist.
Well, yeah. But I was ever so glad to see that when King Charles made his speech today, that he did make mention of them. To me, that was like an olive branch, if you like, going out to them to make the peace. Although I don't think that was him that was causing the problems in the first place. I think, if I had to be honest, I think it's his brother. Him. I mean, all siblings fall out at some stage. Brothers, sisters, sisters, whatever. They all have a little fallout now and again. And I think that was. And I think that the fact that Kate doesn't like Meghan had a lot to do with it. They didn't get on. But we'll never know, because, I mean, that's behind closed doors. We weren't there. We can't tell what happened to cause them to leave. But no, I had a lot of sympathy for her to start with, but now I think, no. I don't think she knows what the truth is. That's all I can say about her, really, without getting myself hung. No. And then, I mean, and then she turned around in one statement and said that all British people called her the N-word. I have never, ever heard anybody call her that. I wasn't even a...
Was that nigger?
Yeah, but she said that people called her the N-word. British people call her the N-word. Now,
no.
I never, ever... And do you know what? When they first got together as a couple, I didn't even realise that she was mixed race. And being mixed race to me makes no fucking difference. You know?
I first saw her in
But she's playing that card now. You know, when your mate pulls a baby, you know she's psycho, but you can't say anything because he has to realise for himself. That's Harry. You're exactly
not wrong.
Right, Neep. Exactly right. Exactly right.
I first came across her before she met Harry in a programme called Suits, which I loved.
Yeah, I never saw that. Excuse me, I'm just going to shut my door now. The dog has decided to come in.
And I never knew she was mixed race. Never knew it. Never knew it at all. You definitely hear her eat and talk at the same time. I like Suits. I love Suits. I thought Suits was brilliant.
I've never seen it, so I can't really.
But it's one of the best television series that I've seen.
Yeah, and apparently she was very good in it.
Yeah, love.
But like I say, I've not seen it, so I don't know. In fact, to be honest, I'd never even heard of her until her and Harry got together. I'd never even heard of her. I didn't know who she was. Yeah.
What I think she's done is, and I apologise to our American viewers, but I think the American culture itself is very commercial. Everything in America is about commercialism nowadays.
Yeah.
When you go to the country, you'll understand that. I mean, there are several things about America that I noticed. One of the things that you really notice, especially when you're out of town, you're driving on the highways, as you go through a city, the amount of furniture at the side of the road advertising is frightening. There are billboards everywhere, and it's all around commercialism. It's all designed. It's all money, and I think that's what she tried to bring to their relationship, because she doesn't know any different.
Yeah.
And I think that's why people don't like her, because she's trying to bring that commercialism into their relationship and into the royal family. Whereas the royal family are very, very good at commercialism. I mean, when the Queen died, I went on the internet to try and find a decent picture of the Queen that I could use in my Facebook profile as a tribute. Do you know what? I couldn't find anyone on any of the commercial libraries that I go onto, apart from Shutterstock and Getty Images. And I refuse to pay Getty Images prices. They're ridiculous. So I went and looked on Unsplash and Pixel Bay, and all the free libraries. Not one of them had a picture of the Queen on them, because it's tightly controlled by the royal family. These are all copyright images. So we already know about marketing. We've been doing it for years. But she tried to bring the American style of in-your-face commercialism to the royal family, and that's what I think has caused this big rift. What do you think, Micky?
I think you'd probably be right. Yeah, she'd have probably had Harry walking around with a big sign on his back saying "sponsored by bloody Moss Suits" or something.
Yeah.
You know. So yeah, I do think you're right in that respect. I've never been to America, so I don't know. I've only ever seen it on the TV, and even on these real life programs, you see him driving down the street, and you're right. Everywhere you look, there are billboards, there are flashing neon signs and everything, you know. Even all the churches have got billboards outside, you know.
It really is a commercialism.
Yeah.
It really is.
And
it's capitalism plus.
I just think it's a difference of culture. I know we speak the same language, but like you say about whatever, two countries separated by the same language or something.
George Bernard Shaw.
That's him.
Two great peoples divided by a common language.
Exactly that, yeah. And we are miles apart. But I find that people, American people, very insular. Because like we discussed before, they don't need to go abroad. Because everything that we've got around Europe, if they want sun, they go to one state. If they want snow, they go to another one. You know. But yeah.
I know you want a cigarette, don't you? Give me a couple of minutes.
I do want a cigarette. I just made
Give me a couple of minutes to go and get some salt out of the kitchen. We've got chips to eat, yeah?
Your chips, yeah.
And I'll get the salt. Before I eat the chips, we're going to have a second. Give me a minute.
It'll be cold then.
I'll go and get the salt.
Yeah, all right. I don't know. We're down. Everybody's deserted us. We're down to 4 people. My bad. They must be fed up with my old drivel, I suppose. So, I think Naomi's gone. Everybody's gone. Please don't leave me. I've lost where I was. Yeah, you're right, Neve. Everybody's off to the kebab shop. Yeah. I should have ordered one when he did, but never mind. I think he's gone to the fucking salt mines for this mine.
I'm back. Stop panicking. Maybe it's because we've got on a downer on Meghan Markle that everybody's left because she is America's sweetheart, really.
Yeah, she is. But no, somebody asked me the question. I'm not gonna say what people want me to say to fit their agenda. If you ask me a question, then you're gonna get what I feel about it. If
you want to say something nice about me, Neatbed, right? If you want to say something nice, what you should say is I'm like a walking advert for the porn industry.
Oh my God.
My chips look.
Actually, they look pretty. Fucking hell, you get a large portion?
Yeah, I had to get millions of
I suppose that's more than Sean get.
Yeah. You know what, Micky? I've got a special chip here. Do you want it?
Oh dear. Sorry, mate. Had to be done.
Chips. Got to eat chips. Right. Don't have your ciggy.
Yes, I'll go have my ciggy.
Don't have your ciggy. He's going to go and have a ciggy. And let's, you know, you can have a ciggy. I'm going to eat my chips and talk. I think that's what the problem with Meghan Markle is. That's why I don't like her. As I said, we unaffectionately call them Ginge and Whinge. I think she tried to bring a commercialism into the royal family, and I think when they rejected it, she She got all that. She's an actress, remember? That's what they do. They create drama. She got all drama queen about it. And that's what the rift is. I think William sees Harry as. I think Harry feels a bit bitter that he's never going to be the king. I might be wrong. He feels a bit bitter that he's never going to be the king. I'm just looking at Amaranth has got 10,000 viewers. We've got 4. Do I really need to be doing this in a bikini? Chips, look, chips. Paper, which is the only way to eat it. It's not in newsprint. We had to stop that because newsprint is poisonous. You want me to put visuals up instead of me eating food? Is that what you mean, Tracy? I don't put cheese on there. I don't put cheese. You are the best viewers. No, there's absolutely. I think the viewers that I've got are actually fantastic because you do interact, and I think that's great. I think you all chat, and I've noticed, and I love it when you all start chatting with each other as well. That really does come across to me as community. We've got 4 viewers, Tracy. There's nobody lurking. There's nobody lurking. Ah. Yeah. I would sooner have the viewers we've got than the viewers that Amaranth's got. She doesn't have any quality conversations like we have. It's all sexual innuendo. I don't have a problem with that. That's her niche. She's carved that out. But that's all it is, sexual innuendo. And we I would never dream of using sexual innuendo in this channel ever. Yeah, I've taken a piss, Micky. And of course, look, push the chips down. Yeah, fine. That's actually a great way of washing chips down with a pint of milk. Neatped, once the stream, if we ever get to the stage where we have so many viewers, trust me, I'm not going to forget the people that were there first. I'm really not going to forget the people that were there first. I'm going to change the stream to sub-only viewers to start with, so that only subscribers can chat. And I believe that I've got levels. I've looked into it today. And I haven't set it up yet, but I believe I've got VIP levels that I can assign to people. And I'm going to, when I've worked out what it is I have to do, I've only looked at it briefly. When it is I've worked out how to do it, I'm going to assign the people that were there first to the VIP levels because we won't forget the people that were there first. So I can tell you, Neatped, you and say Naomi, I absolutely guarantee when I've worked it out, Micky, you will have a VIP level. Hang on. I've got to work that out. Yep. I still haven't got the grip with all of the. What's that? You eating a bar of dairy milk?
Yep.
You'll get that.
I don't care. I like it.
Not like me with my kebab and chips.
You made me hungry.
You knew I was getting them.
Yeah, I know. Oh dear. I'm sure I'm better looking than she is.
I will remember the people that helped us get where we were. Don't worry. Don't you worry.
I've said it before. I love our viewers. Not only the people that do interact, but we've got a lot of people that watch our streams and don't interact with us, but they're there quite regularly, and we can see that they're there quite regularly. Sorry, I'm eating my chocolate now. So
I finished my chips. Now I've got to do the old person thing with the toothpick. That's the only real thing about getting old. It's real shit, isn't it, Mickey? You've got to pick half the crap out of your teeth.
Oh yeah, pain in the arse.
Although I haven't got my dentures in today, so I've got no teeth on this side, so I've had to eat everything with teeth on that side. Yeah. I make you playing sounds, are you, Mickey?
Oh yeah.
Do you like that? Do you like playing with those?
I do.
I've got some other extensions I can add. We'll talk about that. Let me just drink some of my milk down.
I just think it just breaks up the screen now and again, putting these silly little things on.
So who else is saving up for a logo? And that's what Twitch calls them, like that stream stickers and the sound players. Nobody's used that channel shout out extension yet, so I might dump that for something else, Mick.
Yeah.
I've got about 20 choices I can do.
Something that's interactive that people can actually use.
I thought that would be interactive. Maybe that needs when your channel gets bigger.
I was going to just about to say exactly the same thing, that when you've got more followers, whatever, that might be useful. Who've got their own channels.
That might be useful. So
yeah,
I can only have 3 on there at a time. So I've got lots to choose from. There's all sorts of weird extensions. Stickers, text to speech. You saw the text to speech one. Nobody used that.
Yeah, we had that before. No,
nobody used that either. What have we got? We've got. We have a live quiz, which I'm not overly keen on, because I don't want people to be playing the quiz. I want people to be talking and interact with us, not with the quiz.
Yeah.
We've got a Twitter feed where you can actually see my Twitter feed, which I think is a bit pointless.
I hardly use my Twitter. I just find it so fucking offensive half the time.
CrowdClick. The CrowdClick extension introduces 2 experiences: goal and battle, in which the viewer's shared objective is to click as fast as they can. Goal mode prompts viewers to work together to fill a meter and build hype in the stream by spam clicking a button. Battle mode pits viewers against each other by prompting users to choose one of 2 sides and spam click the side they favour. That sounds about as interesting as poking your eyes out, doesn't it?
Well, yeah.
What else we got? World cloud of Twitch chat. Live word cloud and mod of your live Twitch chat messages with artificial intelligence analysis. Server stats. iPhone, take viewer calls live on stream. I can do that already.
Yeah.
If you guys want to do my phone calls, I can do that already. That's easy to do.
Come and chat with us live, yeah.
Yeah. A voice changer, you can let viewers change your voice in real time.
Oh,
yeah, that might be
interesting.
That could be. Let's have a look at that.
That could be interesting.
Let your viewers take control by changing your voice in real time. Turn your stream into a show. Customise the voices you want to use.
Oh, don't do that, because Neep will have me talking like Meghan fucking Markle, won't he?
Yeah, well, hang on. You've got a squeaky chipmunk, a musical star, a creepy clown, a robot, and many others. Entertain the troops for a minute, Micky.
I'm entertaining the troops while he fiddles with his dials. Yeah. There's only 3 of them to entertain, so obviously I'm not that very entertaining. They've all buggered off and left us.
Sorry, I'm just making room to put that extension in. What do we call it?
Neeb heard it. Your children tried to call into the stream, but don't have your number.
Okay. What do we call that one?
I don't know what you called it.
Voice changer, wasn't it? Voice mod live. Yep. Voice changer. Install. Right. Install. Configure.
So we've got Tracy, Andrew, and Neep on his phone. Yeah. Well, surely you're sat in the same room, Andrew. You can watch the same, or you're both watching on your phones. Yeah. Well, can't you sit together and watch on your computer? Do we have to be separate? Eh? Oh, you're watching 2 streams. I get it. Oh. Your loyalty astounds me. I don't know, he's fiddling with his knobs. I don't know. So BSE's listening at Tracy's PC while he's watching.
I think it's now active, that voice changer, Micky. I think. Yep, controlled streamer's voice in real time, live. So it's active there, but I've got it's not showing me anything other than live. So I don't think I've set it up correctly.
Yeah. It enables the use of bits for each eligible use of bits in this extension, subject to switches, legal terms and policies. Oh, I see.
I've got to download a plugin, so bear with me.
Who's she calling a knob?
Yeah.
Obviously, it must be you, Steve, because I'd never be that rude. It's.
Obviously, hang on.
No, I notice when she's not on screen, she calls us knobs, but when she's here, I think she'll be on that fucking vino again. You've been on the wine, Tracy? I can see at the bottom of the screen where that shout out for channel live stream is. It says voice mod and voice change.
Yeah, I'm just installing it now. I'm not quite.
Right.
I'm not quite there yet. I've got to install the. Install the crap. So. Nearly done, I think.